Hey y'all. Betty Joe, how are you? Hey Lady V, Avery, Kelly P, Gigi, Vapor, how are y'all? Give me a second, I'm trying to get all my stuff pulled up here. So apparently there is some crazy dude named James Yu. Hey Glowbug. And this dude is claiming that his neighbors are spying on him. Were wanting to murder him on December the 7th because of it being uh, Pearl Harbor Day. He's posted all kind of weird shit on social media. Trying to get all my shit pulled up here. I'm waiting on the news to come back up. Michelle, how are you? Hey, sweet Melissa, how are you? Candy with the C, how are you? Hey, Jeff H, how are you? I used to live 2 blocks from that house that blew up. Oh, God, Jeff H. Well, this dude is, from what I have read so far, is a little nuts. Haven't been able to verify if he was in the house or not, though, when it blew up. But I do have a video of it when it exploded that I'm about to bring up. Just 1 second here. King Scarlet, how are you? All right. Make sure your chat is on live chat. Has anybody seen the video of this house exploding? Spirit of the Trees, how are you? I heard he thought the neighbors. Yeah, Jeff H. It was something about the neighbors, and he like names the neighbors, and I have a screenshot of it. But he literally like puts the neighbors' names and their address along with, I believe, their kids' names in there. Hey, Sandy, how are you? And so I don't want to show that screenshot just because it has their names in it until I can get all of that like marked out or whatever. Tracy, how are you? Hey, Nina, how are you? Because I don't want to dox anybody, and these people were probably not even doing anything to him to make him think this. Hold on, y'all. I gotta cut the heat off over here. I am literally burning up. Okay, let me get this pulled up, y'all. And I actually have everything working on my computer now. I do have to cut the volume off on the video because there's like some bad language in it. This around just so I can make sure that y'all can see it. Okay, give me a second, y'all. I'm not used to just going live on the fly. Candy, I'm sorry, honey, you're sick. I hope you get to feeling better soon. Okay, y'all. I can't make this any bigger, but this house right here, hopefully y'all can see where my mouse is pointing to, but that house right there with all the light shining on it and everything. Hey, Jan. That is the house that actually explodes. And they said that it explodes because, I'm fixing to start playing it, because the police go there. He's been literally trying to get in touch with the FBI, the DOJ, like all these different agencies. He thinks the neighbors are spies. He's posting like very weird stuff on social media. And it has to do with, police officers and stuff like that. And the police go there because they got a call of shots heard. Hey Heather, how are you? Tree baby, how are you? And so they go there. As they're getting close to the house, that's when the house explodes. Apparently, there was like a couple of injuries. I think one person had to end up going to the hospital. I haven't heard of any casualties. I haven't heard yet if he was in the house um, or if he was hurt. But I did hear someone said like a few minutes ago, Troll found something that was people were on Twitter saying that he was on his YouTube channel posting shorts and making like answering comments back. And this dude does have a YouTube channel. He only had like 80 something whenever I first got on there and looked at it, and he's like up over 100 now. Hey, four Chihuahuas, how are you? Thank you all for coming in and joining us. I'm sorry that I didn't schedule this. This was just kind of like something I came across and just decided to go live with it. But yeah, there's a video of the house of it exploding. I have heard that it was seen from several miles away. A lot of people were talking about that their house that was close to there had shook. Some people thought it was like a sonic boom. One dude was in the shower and had no idea what was happening until he said he jumped out of the shower and ran outside and the house was leveled. Avery, I don't know if he had C5 in there. That I don't know. I don't know what all he had in there, but they were saying that he was shooting a flare gun, and some people are thinking that he shot the flare gun at the house, and that's what caused it to explode. Okay. Now, did I post the link? No, I did not. Candy, he's got, yeah, I'm be glad whenever they do finally come out and say what all they were actually able to find. I am waiting on Fox 5 News to come back up because they have a camera there that is, they were live streaming from the area just a few minutes ago, and then they ended up canceling the live stream. Lady V, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, hon? How's your back?
It's better. It's not as bad as it was.
You sound better.
Yeah, I
Man,
feel better.
you need to
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, you go ahead.
I'm just glad my computer is working. Like,
Definitely.
I am super happy about that. That I was finally able
What
last
was
night.
wrong with
Okay, so the first issue was my ports were not working on my graphics
Oh.
card, and all they needed was um, the drivers needed to be updated. So I was able to get that done, and then I finally got the issue fixed with my screenshots and all that.
Well, I am so glad.
I am too, and I'm back in Chrome with my StreamYard, so everything's working with that as well.
Faber wants to know what the hell C5 is.
I don't know what it. I was just seeing what Avery said. What it
C4.
Avery's
It's
the
supposed
one.
to be C4.
Okay, well Avery said C5, so I don't know. I was.
Yeah, but it was Avery, okay? It's like squirrel.
I mean,
I
I
love
knew
you,
what she
Avery.
was talking about when she said it, but
Faber's what the hell is C5?
I didn't catch it because I'm trying to do like 50 things at one time.
You're supposed to get that planner tomorrow, and then the measuring tapes Thursday. Let me know if they don't come.
Okay, I will. Thank you. Okay, let me see. Here is the thing that I was talking about that he had posted, but I want to make sure
We need to
that
see that a few more times, though. That's like,
I can bring it back up. Hold on, let me go
yeah,
back to
because
it.
I mean, I could see it, but I couldn't really. It
Okay.
wasn't what I was expecting. I haven't seen it before.
Okay, let me get it pulled back up here. Oh, wait, let me.
Every like vapor, quit being dumb. You know, I hit the wrong number.
Hey, I was just following with what Avery said. So in my mind, I knew exactly what she was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. We need Twitter. We need this. Okay, maybe y'all can see it a little
Oh,
bit better
that's
now.
much better. Oh,
Okay,
yes.
all right, because I do have it on my other screen, and I was able to bring it up
Wow.
bigger. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I did hear that it was a duplex. And Jeff H, if you're still in here, you said you lived close to where this house is. Can you confirm if this is a house or a duplex?
Why
Just
don't
like
you
a
come up,
one
Jeff?
family home?
Why don't you come up and tell us what you saw, Jeff, or heard?
I
It's
wonder if
C.
he still lives in that area. C5 is a vertebrae. Oh my
I don't know.
god.
Maybe us getting together before your show isn't a good idea. We're all wound up picking on each other.
It's
That's why we're
crazy
like a
though.
bunch of siblings.
That is true. Okay, Globo says it's a duplex. Thank you, Globug.
I think
I
she
mean,
said she heard it or saw it too.
Globug, are you close to this? I can't remember where Globug's located. Let me get Kelly up here. Kelly, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good.
Hey,
Okay.
Kelly.
All right. So Jeff H said no, he's not in that area anymore.
Heather Bratt said, "Don't let her try to cover it up. Avery would smell a scratch and sticker on the bottom of the pool and live to tell about it."
Okay, I hear an echo. But yeah, this is crazy.
Is it me?
I don't hear it now.
Did you have your TV on?
Okay.
That is like,
Isn't that
that looks
crazy?
like
I have it
more
on
than
you.
just like whatever's in the house blow up on accident thing. That looks like,
Could you could you
Okay,
imagine
Summer,
being
that's
in the
fine.
damn shower? Being in the
And not
shower.
and hear that.
what?
Yeah, and you're like, yeah.
What
Yeah,
did you say?
there was a guy that said that he was in the shower when he heard the explosion, but
Mm,
he didn't know what it was, and when he went outside, the house was leveled.
Hope he
wow.
had put
See,
some
that
clothes
looks
on.
like more than just like kitchen appliances and gas and
Well, who did I just see say something about leaving the gas on? Hold on. Hey, May May, how are you?
yeah, I
Uh,
mean, he would have had to
okay.
leave it on.
Yeah, Vapor said it looks like he left the gas on and ignited it with something. Well, they said that he was shooting flare guns, and they think that he shot the flare gun at the house, and that's what caused the explosion. Because there was another video on Twitter that someone in the area had posted, and it showed flares going up in the air not long before the house did this.
This was the police that were shooting the flares?
No, the guy that lives at
The
the
guy.
house. Yeah.
Okay.
And Michelle, I apparently he did, but I haven't heard any type of confirmation if he's still alive or not. There was people saying that he was posting on because he has a YouTube account, and he has like a lot of different weird things on his YouTube channel. But
Tonka.
um,
Was he a Chinese national? Tonka is asking.
he looks Asian, but I don't know exactly if he was born over there and came here or if he was born here in the States.
Jeff H says that there's a bunch of disturbing stuff from him on his LinkedIn.
Yeah, I was gonna go into LinkedIn, and then I had to put a bunch of personal stuff on there, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this. So I'm gonna have to find screenshots that other people have uh, put out from his LinkedIn. But there was one that I seen that, like I said, he was just talking about like stuff with the police and just it was crazy shit that he was.
Vapor said that a flare gun would not do that unless he left the gas on for an hour or so.
Hey Pepper, he very well could have left the gas on and did this.
So what was he saying? I mean,
Okay, let me grab it real quick. Here,
that's just wow.
Okay, I still hear the echo.
I'll mute.
Okay. Kelly, do you still hear an echo?
I don't.
Okay, I don't hear it either.
Do I need to jump down?
I don't hear it now.
I don't either. It's only like every once in a while. Sorry, Pepper. I forgot your heart and snowman.
Hold on just 1 second, y'all.
Hey, Pepper.
Okay, I'm back. All right, let me get this pulled up here.
Did you happen to see we'll be around anytime today?
I haven't, and I don't remember if I've seen him in Discord either.
No, I don't see anything from him all day on there.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so this is what he put as a description on his YouTube channel. Okay, let me find it. Shit, hold on a second.
Hey, you guys, don't forget to hit that like button on your way in.
Shit. Okay, I heard the echo again.
I'm on mute.
So is it me? Am I the problem?
I only hear it every now and then.
That's weird.
Why is it? Here we go. Okay, so this is what he has on his YouTube channel under his description. Former head of information and physical security for international telecommunication company with CFIUS security experience. I gave them, y'all, every opportunity to do the right thing, and all I see is America's hypocrisy, corruption, fraud, conspiracy, chicken chat. And he's talking about the FBI, CIA, DOJ, NSA, talking about purging all of them. Like, none of the above part. Like, he's got all these different hashtags on his, like I said, on his YouTube channel.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Purge them all.
Wow.
Hold on just a second.
That is crazy.
He says the former head of information physical. I hear it again.
What, the echo? See, I don't hear it all the
Yeah.
time.
I don't either. It's just like every once in a while, but I heard it when I was starting to read that.
Okay, see, I heard it just then. I don't know where it's coming from. All right, I'm on. Okay.
I'm going to jump down and then jump back up.
Okay, I'll put the link back in for you. Hold on, let me get this put back in for. Okay, I just want to make sure whenever I'm pulling this stuff up that I don't pull up the one that has those people's names on it. Because these people, like I said, probably didn't have anything to do with anything at all. And he's probably just paranoid for some reason. But he also has this one. This is James's YouTube channel, and it has like the big long link for it. U.S. is the world's biggest terrorist, and then F the police. He names Ice Cube with NWA. That was the song that they had put out. Purge them, former head global security with CFIUS, which I believe was also on his YouTube channel.
What is that?
I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget it.
GFIUS.
You looking it up too?
No. I was getting to, though.
The Committee on Foreign Investment in the U.S.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it says that he went to George Mason University School of Business.
Arlington, Virginia. Stephen, boy, Virgil Knox, Virgil Spot. Good heavens.
Claims that the neighbors were spies. Like, the dude, I don't know what he's got going on. Like, why is he thinking that his neighbors are spies, or that they're wanting to get rid of him, and all this and that? Okay, let me see. All right, so this one I'm just going to read. I'm not going to pull it up because it has the neighbors' names in it. And like I said, I don't want to dox him. But on his YouTube channel, he posted December the 1st, 2023. So what, like 3 days ago, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Hollywood Bullshit, which is, we all know the movie. And then he names the neighbors, and it says, extract, copy, and examine all of my network digital connections for signaling. It's a double-edged sword for the victims since everybody consumes network digital connections while the victims' connections are being used against the victims. ESPN signaling, MSU aware of Smith suitors tracked on 7th year. Miss Yo, which is his last name, aware of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, SU, it or attacked on the 7th, which is where he was claiming that the neighbors that he also thinks are spies was supposed to unalive him on the 7th because of that being Pearl Harbor Day. He once again names the neighbors and claims that they're working with witch and alien to surprise attack James Yu on December the 7th, 2023. James Yu is the guy whose house exploded. The anniversary of the Japanese surprise attack on Pearl Harbor on December the 7th of 1941. Why ESPN, I believe, he names them again, moved to the Rochester, New York area approximately when I moved there in December of 2000 and cultivated white spies, including, and he names somebody else. This other person that he names, he's claiming is a director at ESPN and moved to Massachusetts from Rochester, New York for the position. He met this person through the witch's sister's husband, names the husband. This person invited me to one of his holiday parties, and I also watched him and this lady's husband at a gun range in Penfield, New York. He is one of the main ESPN links to the Rochester, New York bullshit, and signals accordingly via including, but not limited to, the ESPN app. It's like he's talking in riddles.
I was just unmuted to ask you, am I the only one that I'm like, this makes no sense?
No, it don't make no sense.
It doesn't. Then the other one he posted December. Go ahead, Kelly.
You say he's Asian?
Yeah, he does. He looks like he's Asian.
Okay.
He mentions Japan in here. He could be from there.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. Let me pin this. Thank you, Michelle, for doing the email. All right. So also on December the 1st, he said, this is my next door neighbor. And he posts a picture of the next door neighbors. So whenever I did the screenshot, I took it off, but I didn't have time to mark out their names. But he lists their address, currently known as, lists their names. I allege and believe that this names the person. She was my coworker at MCI, the Crystal City location, for a few months. If my memory serves, she attended Ohio University. Her and her husband and her 2 children are spies and act as buffers, collecting my information and then delivering it to their handlers. This is how the ruling class stays anonymous using buffers and handlers to absorb a digital ID. He tells what they drive. He believes that the husband attended University of Florida. Uh, her and her family have been stalking James. He talks about himself in like the third person. They have been stalking James Hughes since the mid 1990s. So these people have been in his head stalking him since the 90s.
Wow. You think they would have caught that on that kind of a job that he had, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I would think he'd have to take psych evals every once in a while for that kind of thing.
Not for a security position, I don't think. Maybe if he was a cop.
Let's see. He claims that they got heavy, especially over the last several months. He claims that the lady is probably 200 pounds.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. Like I said, he talks about himself in the third person. He's talking in riddles.
Yeah.
He thinks that his neighbors have been spying on him since the 90s. There's no telling what was in his house. And then all of a sudden it explodes. Okay, this here, let me pull this up. So he had this too. Bless his YouTube channel. Claims what the U.S. is. F the police again. Purge them. Former head global security with CFI U.S. experience. He keeps mentioning that, I've noticed, in a lot of things that he puts out on social media.
I don't know. I think he would have to have some sort of psych eval on that thing. I mean, we're talking about like there's got to be espionage and all kinds of crap that goes on in that kind of job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't know. It's something weird is going on with this dude. Let me see if I can find some more stuff on him on Twitter.
So I assume he was in the house when it exploded?
They never have said, because it's being said that he was shooting flares towards the house when it blew up.
Wait, so he was outside shooting towards the house?
Apparently so, because the police have said that there was only a few injuries and only one person needed to go to the hospital. They didn't say anything about anybody losing their life in the explosion. Now, there could have been more serious injuries, and they just didn't put that out to the public yet. Then Troll said that he had found somewhere where people were saying that he was on his YouTube channel, like just maybe an hour or so ago, and was posting shorts, like short videos and comments on there.
Maybe we should go look at that.
Yep, I'm about to pull it up. Jeff H said, "Did you see he had his college class ring for sale for $94,000?"
Yeah, that was a lot of money. What was
I
in
am
that?
not buying a damn class ring for that. Help.
Why
Shit,
would he think that his class ring is worth $94,000?
Almost $100,000.
Jim with 2 N's, yes, I did. Thank you. I didn't see that, Jeff H, but that is crazy.
Hey, Turquoise.
Turquoise Kitten, how are you? Is the guy still alive? I wish they would come out and say yes, no, if he is or if he's not, but I'm fixing to go to his YouTube channel real quick.
I guess it's a to be determined.
Let me see if no Fox 5 is not back up yet. Okay, hold on just a second.
Sorry, that's my nails on a plastic box.
No, you're good. I see that he posted 2 days ago. I don't see any shorts on his video. Hold on just a second. Let me ask Troll something real quick.
That guy's crazy as fuck.
He is. I mean, why would $94,000 for?
Okay.
Oh,
Hey KK, I think they said he was in the house and exploded, so he's most likely. Yeah, Heather, I don't know why they're not putting more out. I wish Fox 5 would come back up. They have a thing right now on their live that said we'll be right back because they were there at the scene, and I don't know if they're supposed to be having a conference or something going on. Hold on just a second, y'all. Okay.
Jeff said, I don't think it's true about him posting. Here I am again.
I hear the echo, but it's like really low.
So he said, I don't think it's true about him posting to his YouTube.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing any shorts on here. The last thing he posted was a video 2 days ago. Before that was 3 weeks. And it was said that he was answering comments. There's nothing on his community page. Let me just click on this. Close this. And let's see. I mean, people an hour ago have posted comments on his last video that he put up. But I don't, unless he's like replying to those comments. A lot of people has posted shit the last hour on his latest video.
Sorry. Heather Pratt said she was going to send Lassie to come rescue me from my well to fix the echo.
And I see people in there asking if they found him yet, so apparently they're still looking for him. All right. So I'm gonna keep his channel pulled up. I need to go to my email real quick. Let's see what this is.
If he was anywhere close, hi Catherine. If he was anywhere close to that, I don't see how he could have gotten by without a scratch. I mean, I would think he'd gotten hurt.
Right. Okay. I don't need this. I don't need that. All right. Now let me pull up this article that I have because this shows the flare when it was being shot.
Whoa.
But I'm gonna show it in just a second. So Arlington, Virginia house explosion, dramatic video. That's just police and fire department on the scene. An Arlington, Virginia house explosion was captured on dramatic video. You can watch the videos throughout this article. One video also shows a flare shooting out of the house before it exploded on December the 4th.
Out of the house. Wow, that thing went really high. Of course, it's a flare, so. I love the Wawa, Heather Pratt.
Is it not pulling up? It's not. Shit. Why is it not pulling up for y'all? I know why. Hold on. Because it took me to that lady's YouTube. There it goes.
He could have caught somebody else's house or car on fire with that thing.
Right.
Man.
I mean, the house that was next door, the way the camera was angled when it showed the explosion, it's kind of hard to tell how close they were, but it's a wonder that it didn't do any damage to that house.
Yeah.
Let's see. All now. Okay, thank you, Jeff H. I think I have one of their articles in my email that I was wanting to read about this. They're saying that that's coming from the house, but where this camera is at, it's kind of hard to tell exactly where the house is versus where this flare is coming from. Catherine, how are you? All right, so let me get back to the article now. head back up. All right, and then I'll go back up to all these pictures. So it says, according to the Arlington Now, which is a news place, the explosion rocked the Bluemont neighborhood after a police standoff. Arlington County Police Department wrote on X, as officers were attempting to execute a search warrant at the residence, the suspect discharged several rounds inside the home. Subsequently, an explosion occurred at the residence, and officers continued to investigate the circumstances of the explosion. And here's what you need to know. So the Arlington house explosion occurred as police tried to execute a search warrant, reports say. Let's see if we can hear this.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Just think of the neighbors in the house next door when that happened.
I would have freaked out.
Yeah.
And you can hear them saying, "Come out with your hands up." Can y'all hear the police?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't make out what he's saying, but we can hear him.
Just
yell.
he's saying, "All we want to see is your hands up. And come to the front door."
Oh.
So apparently he must have been talking to him, because they're saying that they cannot hear what he's saying, and they want him to come to the door with his hands up and nothing in his hands. Gigi, it was the owner or the guy who was living there.
Damn, if that cop was any.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay,
Oh. Nope.
honey, I did see where they had evacuated the neighbors as well, but also told the
To
neighborhood
burn the fucking house next to him.
to
Where the fuck up, guys?
be prepared to have heavy police and fire fighters in the area. Okay, y'all, I had to cut it down because of the cussing and stuff. That is crazy, though.
I wonder what happened to that cop, because if he was anywhere close to that front door.
Oh, yeah. That is, because, I mean, yeah, look how many cop cars. I can't tell if that's one over there, but at least one is right there at the front steps.
We can't zoom in any farther.
If I click on this one, it's probably going to take me back to Twitter.
Well, if you see that.
Let's see. Oh, no, it'll work. Hold on, let me go back on it now.
Is there? I'm just trying to see if there's anybody in the front yard.
Okay, so there's
you
a
see,
car
like,
right there.
To the left, you can see people. A little
Where?
bit
Over this
right
way?
there where she's pointing. Yeah, that looks like a person,
Yeah.
possibly.
It does, yeah. Oh no, there's somebody over here too on the other side of the road, closer.
Yeah, right here behind this SUV.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they're super close to that house when it blows up.
They've got to be right there by those cars somewhere. So what happens to the cars afterwards? Because I was looking at the house.
Okay, let's watch
Okay, yeah.
it.
Wow. God.
Yeah. Looks like that SUV just flew up.
All I can see is the SUV that was sitting here at the steps. You can see as emergency flashers flashing.
Yeah.
Are you able to slow the video down?
Not here,
Oh, okay.
I'm just
but
thinking those cars being so close, they had to have gotten a lot of damage, if not obliterated.
right. I'm trying to think. Was this the one? No, this ain't the one it had. See, when I go to this, the one I was showing earlier had the
Hold
video
on.
that was slowed down.
Hold on. I'm going to zoom in on my iPad.
Okay.
Don't change the pictures.
Okay.
Please.
No, go ahead.
Man, those cars, I can't see them over there.
What the hell was playing? Hold on. Okay.
Maybe it's just a bad shot.
Hold on, y'all.
It had to have hit those cars. There's no way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Fox 5 is back up, y'all. I'm gonna pull them up real quick so we can watch what they're saying. Let me get the.
Definitely escalating as the guy inside wasn't responding.
Can y'all
and they
hear it
drove
okay?
A SWAT truck through the
Yeah.
front door. And then shots were being fired after that. So it seemed to be escalating. And it was like, okay, something's actually going to happen at this point. It had been a couple hours at that till then. And yeah, I mean, it was just a happenstance. They pulled back after breaking through the front door, trying to get him to come out. He wasn't coming out. And they were like relocating and resituating to be able to go to the front window. Yeah. And at that time, I mean, the place just erupted.
The video is crazy. What's going on through your head? Because you're like holding the camera, trying to record it. Like, what's going on through your head and the people around you? We heard some other voices in the back.
Yeah, the voice in the back was my wife in the back, and then my buddy on the side. And I mean, he was screaming no. At that point, there's no thought. There's no thought. There's just pure reaction and shock. And it was wild. It was wild to say the least. I mean, for this something like to happen in your neighborhood right down the street, like about to bring a little baby in the world, and you're just like, what, like, you start to question a lot of things at that point,
What a sight to see on a Monday afternoon. But you said your wife is okay, you're okay, but there's no power. What's next for you guys tonight?
Trying to get some sleep, I guess. At that point, I don't know how long they're going to be. The Dominion's here. They're working on it. They're not promises we're going to have power by the end of the night. But, I mean, it's okay. You don't need much light when you're trying to sleep. But, I think that'll be the hardest thing tonight is trying to sleep.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. I'm glad you're safe. Get home to your wife. And we will chat with you soon. Thank you so much again. All right. I appreciate it. Guys, you heard there, he kind of broke down what happened before that explosion went off. Just a shock, just something you don't expect to see in a place that you call home. And you heard there's children here. He's expecting his child. But again, a number of people here do not have power. As soon as we get updates on what the situation is here, we'll have it back for you guys. But they keep moving us because firefighters are just trying to rope this area off. So we'll try and get positioned somewhere else and come back to you with an update. Guys.
So a little while ago, Nana, as you were getting in position, we could see the preview monitors here, and you were running through the streets trying to get into position out there. And I'm curious, you mentioned some homes were in the dark out there. There was a shelter-in-place alert. I'm sure that you saw a lot of people sticking their head out of their homes or standing in their front yard or moving around because clearly there's a lot of interest in what's going on in their neighborhood.
Jim, there's a lot of interest, and if you don't mind, we're just going to kind of do a quick little pan of just everyone who's out here. I mean, the house that's across the street from where we're standing, people are standing here. You see these young girls to the right of the screen. People have their phones out, a guy standing down. People just want to know what is happening, what is taking place. And as you know, when people see us with the cameras, they're like, what's going on? And we're giving them what we know, but everyone is trying to find out what is next, the situation that's happening on that side. A lot of these people can't even get to the other side as we can as well. So we're on the other side of this caution tape on this next street back from where this explosion took place. So many questions here. Everyone's just standing outside trying to figure out what is next. But it's definitely a scene out here, and you can smell that smoke. It's thick. When we were driving in, we're like, I think we're close because we can smell it.
Yeah.
Well, be safe out there, Nana. Great job tonight, giving us a little more insight and a look into what unfolded. Many people didn't realize, like, this was something, as he mentioned, that happened over a course of a couple hours.
Yeah.
And finally, we saw how everything ended. And so I think in addition to being curious, there is still a lot of disbelief out there that this actually occurred.
That video is something else, though.
It really is.
Nana, thanks. We'll check in with you coming up a little bit at 11 o'clock.
Okay, did she say that, or the dude say that they drove the SWAT truck through the front door? Did anybody else hear that?
No.
Okay, so you didn't hear him say that they drove the SWAT truck through the front door?
No. But that's crazy.
Hold on. Let me go back. Where did it go? Let me see if this is it. No. Okay, so they're not live anymore. Shit. Okay, so Vapor said it sounded like that. KK said I read they breached the front door. I could have swore I heard that dude say that they drove the SWAT truck to the front door.
I'm sorry, out of the room. I missed all of it.
Don F, the only thing that I've heard was that there was a few people that were injured, but only one person needed to go to the hospital. And Heather Bratt, that is a good question. Does it smell like gas around there? Yeah, Avery, let me see if I can find it again on their website. Hold on just 1 second. Because they literally just ended their live, but they had it. That's not it. I'll just see if I can find it. 2 hours, 1 hour. Wait, let's see if this is it. Damn it, pause. All right, I'm fixing to pull it back up. We're going to listen to it. Let me know if y'all cannot hear it.
Standing out looking and thought that was kind of weird, knowing that the cops were going to be pulling up sooner than later. And sure enough, they did. He didn't open up the door. They were like trying to get him out for quite some time. And it was taking a while. So at that point, we got disinterested, went back inside and made dinner. And 3 hours later, at least, we see the SWAT truck arrive. And when the SWAT trucks arrive, you're like, all right, shit, things are getting escalated at that point. And so we ended up going up to the top of my roof, which had like a direct line sight to the place. And they moved the SWAT truck to the house, in front of the house. And what's up, Cam? And then, they were trying to motion him to come out, please come out. We don't want to hurt you. And then they ended up driving the SWAT truck through the front door with like a pile driving arm. And at that point, he started firing a weapon back. I mean, I believe it was like an AR. It was a high caliber weapon. It's not a flare. They shot flares at the beginning. He was not shooting flares near the end. They started returning fire with non-lethal weapon, with a non-lethal, they kept saying non-lethal. They're shooting a shotgun back into the windows, blasting out the windows a little bit. And then at that point, they reversed the truck back. They kept trying to yell to him. He sounded like he was trying to say something back, but they were like, look, we can't hear you. Please come out. You won't get hurt. And At that point, they reversed back and they changed the angle of the truck, and they were going to try to take out the window, the front window there, tell them to back up from the window. And at that point, they were driving forward to the window, and that's when the whole place went up. I mean, just absolutely. I mean, you saw the video. It was.
So what's going on through your mind?
I mean, dude, it's blank. Are you kidding me? It's like pure shock. You see that, and you're just. I mean, yeah, my wife next to me. You know, my pregnant wife next to me, sitting there. You know, my buddy on the other side. She screamed. My other buddy's just screaming no. You know, I mean, it's just like. There's no real, I mean, there's no explanation to it. I mean, I'm still in shock about it, to be honest. You know, so.
What time would you say this all started?
Like 4.
When he started throwing the flares out
shooting
the
the flare, dude, shooting the flares over the soccer field onto like George Mason. So I mean, it was like guaranteed. I mean, I don't know if he was trying to draw the attention to himself. You know, this guy's been cooped up for years. All right, so he's closed off his windows. No one's really seen him for years.
Yeah.
He had a big like dispute with his wife, and like there's.
So you guys are familiar with the man who lives in that home?
Never seen him. Okay. Never seen him. Apparently his name's James Yu though.
Okay.
And
you heard it.
not only that, it's well, we found out on LinkedIn, on his LinkedIn and stuff, and he was talking about the neighbors, which I do know the neighbors, and I feel terrible for them. I mean, their house is like gone.
The neighbor's house.
Well, it's a duplex, right? So you have 2 attached houses. It's like it's a townhouse, you know, pretty much, and the entire structure is gone, like way gone. I mean, like it was. I mean, I don't know what level of explosions that he had there. I believe he probably did the. I think he filled the entire place up with gas. I think he let natural gas run, you know, either broke a pipe or something, let it run for a while and then lit it. I mean, there's nothing else that I would know that would be able to create an explosion like that.
Can you believe you actually witnessed that?
Hell no, dude, it's crazy. That's crazy. No, I mean, we thought it was awesome just to watch him, you know, watch the vehicle go. Like that even got escalated to that point, you know, and. To then once he started shooting back though, and it was not flares. Like there was an assault rifle being shot back.
So you're saying shots were fired from police and from
not from police. Police did shoot non-lethal, like, and they kept yelling non-lethal, and it was from shotgun shells, and they were blasting shotgun shells in there. I don't know what it was, but they were yelling non-lethal when they did it. But he definitely was shooting a weapon, a gun back when they went through the door with the vehicle.
Okay. Are you gonna go to bed tonight?
It's gonna be a while.
How's your wife doing? Your expecting wife?
She's cleaning. She's cleaning right now, in the dark because we don't have any light right now.
Oh, all power's out.
All power. Yeah, I mean there's a big pole right there with the transmitter that went up as well. So, I mean Dominion's here, so hopefully we'll be able to get something back here shortly.
All right, well keep us posted. Thank you for coming out. And
for sure.
Sorry.
Dude, he was enjoying that just a little bit too much, man.
On your. I gotta stop this from playing. Okay.
He's like, dude, that was cool.
I think. Hey, HT, how are you? I think the smiling though, him smiling and stuff like that, and trying to like reiterate to her what he had just witnessed, probably for the first time in his life, and being in shock, and that could have been his way of, I guess, trying to process it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I was just playing. You could tell he was nervous.
Oh yeah.
I mean, something blew up just like that far from you,
and
shaking.
Nobody, especially when they wasn't expecting it, because they thought that just, hey, the cops were there, they're trying to get this guy to come out. Didn't think it was going to be that dramatic. And then just all of a sudden it explodes in front of them. Dot Johnson, how are you? Hey, Sally Mae, how are you? You know, I was trying to put my hoodie on while the video was playing. Now I've got to get it all situated. Okay. Let me get the article pulled back up here for y'all now so we can finish reading that. I'm going to actually exit off of that because I don't need that. Okay. All right, so I think I read this part. Yes, I did. So here's what we need to know now down here. So the Arlington Now reported that the explosion took place at a duplex as police moved in with a SWAT armored vehicle, and after the suspect repeatedly fired a flare gun over nearby Fields Park. And didn't the guy on that interview just say that the family or the guy's neighbors that he thought was spying on him actually lived in the same building as he did because of it being a duplex? Like, that's how close of neighbors they were to him.
Yeah.
So he lived on one side of this building, which was more than likely, because if you look at the video of the house exploding, the left side of the house looks like is where it hey JC, where it explodes and then kind of like takes out the rest of the house. So they must have been living in the same building as him.
Sounds
now, could you imagine living in a duplex with someone who thinks that you're spying on them and is posting the stuff that he's posting
on
social media?
That's crazy. I wonder if he was renting or the homeowner.
I don't know. That was never said. Just that he was the person who lived at that house that had exploded. Avery, that's what I want to know. I mean, I would like to get confirmation if he's still alive, if they're looking for him, if they've called him, like, where's he at? And the poor neighbors, like I said, probably have done absolutely nothing to him.
I would probably shit my pants if a house exploded beside me.
Oh,
we
God.
know it.
I mean, if I was the neighbors and I'm not doing anything to this man, I'm for sure not a spy and spying on him and I'll listen out like he claims. I would be, as his neighbor, I would be more scared of him than what he would be of me thinking that I'm spying on him.
Definitely.
That is crazy. I mean, I hope the family's okay. Hopefully they got him out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like before anything happened to the house.
Very scary.
Hey, Princess Megan, how are you? Okay, so video showed law enforcement at the home before the explosion, with an officer ordered the suspect to come out with his hands up. The house then exploded into a huge fireball, the video shows. According to Arlington Now, a man named James Yu is listed in public records as the resident of the house. The site reported that, according to Arlington police, they were trying to execute a search warrant at the home when the explosion occurred. And the only thing that I could find of the reason why the police were even there was that they got a call for shots fired. And that's the reason why they went out there. Now, if there was anything else going on, possibly some of the stuff that he was posting on social media or whatever, I haven't found that yet. So Yu has been reportedly posting paranoid screeds on his LinkedIn account, the site reported. A man named James Matthew wrote on X, when asked what he saw, looked like flares being fired off large red fireballs with tail just above the tree line heading west. Would last about 15 to 20 seconds, several in a matter of 5 minutes or so, about 5 minutes before I posted. So the ATF Washington posted on Twitter, certified fire investigators are now on the scene to support our law enforcement partners, the Arlington, Virginia Fire Department and the Arlington, Virginia Police Department during this active fire scene. I mean, the houses, you can tell right there, like they're not super close, but too close.
Very close. That's for sure.
Right. I mean, there's been other neighborhoods that we've seen, like the houses that you can literally see in the neighbors' windows.
Yeah.
I wonder how close that is to the Naval Academy.
I don't know.
Because the Naval Academy is in Arlington.
Yes, y'all don't forget, if y'all have not already done so, please hit the thumbs up. Meta Mom, how are you? All right, so it says here that the ATF wrote on X or Twitter. Certified fire investigators are ready and on the scene to support our law enforcement partners at the Arlington, Virginia Fire Department and the Arlington, Virginia PD during this active fire scene. Arlington County Police also wrote on X, update. Arlington Fire Department is on scene working to extinguish the fire at the home. Media staging is in the 800 block of North Edison Street. They've added that officers on scene reported minor injuries with no one transported to the hospital. Okay, so I seen in another article where they said that there was only one that was transported to the hospital. The fire department continues to work to extinguish the fire. Arlington Fire and EMS wrote on X. The update is the fire is under control. Crews continue to battle small spot fires. Units remaining on scene for an undetermined amount of time. That agency earlier wrote, breaking units are on scene of a structure fire on the 800 block of North Burlington Street. Expect a large fire department and police response. Avoid the area if possible. Authorities have not confirmed the name of the suspect. They did not immediately release what specific accusations led them to the man's house in the first place. The motive is also not clear. Whether any deaths resulted from the explosion has not been announced. So hopefully in the next day, they don't come out and say that there was any deaths. Hopefully they were able to get everybody that was in the vicinity of that house out of there and evacuated. Zyclown, how are you? Yeah, this dude is just craziness. Okay, so JLR had posted like 3 hours ago on Twitter that this James Yu guy had once sued his ex-wife, his sister, in Rochester General Hospital, alleging a bizarre conspiracy against his life. Sound like this guy had some serious mental health problems and didn't get the help that he really needed. All right, y'all, hold on. I'm going to put the link back out. If anybody else wants to come up, you're more than welcome to.
I'm sitting here talking.
And you were on mute.
I was on mute. I was just saying, yeah, it sounds like he does have some mental health issues, and it does sound like it's gone on for a very long time. I can't believe nobody caught it myself.
Right. Okay, Jeff H said you can see how close houses are on Google Earth or Google Maps. Okay, Jeff H, wasn't that 800? What was the address again that I was just reading? I think I exited off of that article.
I'm sorry if I don't write it down or see it physically. I just speaking it to me is like it goes like right out of my head.
Okay, yeah, I went back to the article. It's 800 block of North Burlington Street.
Yeah, it makes you wonder why nobody did, if they saw him like this, why nobody did anything like his family.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's saying, well, if what JLR is saying is true, he does have an ex-wife. Okay, I'm not going to sit here.
He probably scared her away.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, because it says that he sued his ex-wife, his sister, and the Rochester General Hospital, alleging a bizarre conspiracy against his life. Were they trying to get him help at this hospital? Probably. And he took it as them trying to hurt him, possibly?
Yeah, what it kind of sounds like to me.
Yeah, if he thinks everybody, yeah.
What am I doing, y'all? Okay, and there's actually a thing that goes with that. Let me get that pulled up here real quick. And then I'm going to pull up Google Maps. So this is where JLR was saying it right here about him suing his ex-wife and his sister. And so the court has carefully reviewed each page of the plaintiff's submissions. Plaintiff's complaints consisted of delusional sounding allegations intermixed with other statements that seemed more factual. The allegations concern matters from plaintiff's childhood to the present. The allegations frequently involve plaintiff's interactions with his sister and wife. The pleading includes references to plaintiff being hospitalized at RGH against his will and to various contacts with law enforcement. The complaint also alludes to plaintiff impending divorce from his wife. Ultimately, the complaint indicated that a plaintiff believes he is a victim of conspiracy against him by his sister, his ex-wife, and others, including RGH. Plaintiff believes, for example, that his sister, ex-wife, and RGH conspired to prevent him from obtaining an attorney. So it sounds like they were trying to possibly have him committed. And
sounds like.
And he was taking it as them trying to take his life. Like they were trying to get him help that he needed.
Okay.
It sounds like this guy was definitely delusional.
Right. So, interspersed with these allegations are references to news stories appearing in the media over the past decade that plaintiff apparently believes are connected to the conspiracy that he describes. For example, plaintiff apparently believes that there is a connection between the alleged conspiracy, the terrorism on September 11th, and the current investigation into the 2016 presidential election by special counsel Robert Mueller.
Oh, Lord.
It sounds like this guy has a lot of different areas that he thinks, that there's a lot of, it sounds like the conspiracy part of it is the trigger, but there's a lot of different conspiracies that is triggering it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. He probably watches a bunch of news.
Yeah,
24/7.
That's not a good thing when.
Not when you have,
when you're, you're like that. And if the wife and the sister, because that's kind of what it seems like without just coming out and saying that that's what they were doing, but that is kind of what it sounds like that they were doing, was that the sister and the ex-wife going together to the hospital, try to get him help, and he wasn't having it, so he turns around and sues them.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get Arlington. Hold on, I'm fixing a pull. Oh Lord, y'all, I cannot type tonight for some reason. Okay, let's see if I can find this house real quick. This all right, GFH, is this the same spot you were looking at? Let me get my little. So yeah, that would be it.
Wow.
I mean, they're close.
Very close.
And all the houses are.
Well, maybe like 30 feet or so between them.
Wide enough to fit two cars, size of a garage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's usually about 30 feet, I think.
Tonka, yeah, Mr. U.
I love brick homes.
I do too. Especially out there. They're just so classic.
On the East.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they're super close. Basically, it's like I said, you can fit two cars in between them, and that's it.
Yep.
So the house, like let's just say if this one was his, this house right here has substantial damage to it.
It would have to. With that explosion?
Mm-hmm.
And it did look like that house was his.
And I can't tell if it was in the video of the explosion if his house that blew up was the last house on the street or if it was like this one here, but it was towards the end.
Yeah, it had
Did
to
it
be
give
one of
an
those.
address?
So I think.
What was it, Kelly?
Did it give a street address?
Yeah, 846.
Yeah, well, in the article it just says 800 block of North Burlington Street. That's all it gave.
Oh,
Right now we're
gotcha.
at 846. Wow.
I couldn't imagine living in this house, and let's just say that the cops didn't get them out because obviously they wasn't expecting an explosion. And you're sitting in this house eating dinner with your family, and this one over here explodes.
That's shit myself.
He lived on the half with the white shutter. So this one right here, Pepper. Wow, that is crazy. So he was all the way at the end of that street. Heather said I looked him up. It was 844. So this would be 846. Oh, let me go up a little bit further. That would be 8. So it's going to be this one.
Jeff said it's his understanding was on the very end. That's where I thought.
Okay. So it would have been this side of the house over here with the white door and all that.
Mm-mm-mm.
And that was really the only houses that was close to it was just those on that street because everything else was away from it. So it's just those houses there that was that close. Oh, that is crazy. Okay, I hear that dang echo again.
It's gone.
I don't know why it's only doing it every now and then.
It's aliens.
You think?
Gotta blame somebody, right?
Hey, well, we know they're real now.
And Betty Jo, that is true. It doesn't matter. The whole house is gone.
Yeah, I thought it looked like it was on the end too.
Because, yeah, the explosion looks like it came from this side of the house, and you can just kind of like see. Because when I first saw the video, I thought it was a house down past it. The way I first watched it. And then when I kept watching, I realized, oh, it was this house, but it started on this end and just kind of like went down to the other end of it.
Jeff H. says he thinks his neighbor said he lives at 846.
Okay, so here's 846 and right here.
There we go. Yeah, 844 is the last unit on the street.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that echo. Let me see something here real quick. Yeah, so 844, 846, 48. So they're going every 2. I don't know. I hope that they don't come out tomorrow with updates and say that someone lost their lives in this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because he was having he was very paranoid.
Big Al blew his house up in Arlington.
Hey, Big Al, how are you? Marion, how are you? Hold on, I'll get the video pulled back up here where you can see it, where it blows up. And find it again. So many people has posted on Twitter about this that it is literally just filling up the Twitter feeds. of all the different stuff that he's posted on social media, on different accounts and everything. Okay, here's. Damn, that's loud. All right, I'm fixing to pull it up that way for those who are coming in who have not seen the video.
Well, that car's still sitting there. I see it in this picture better.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, it didn't.
Oh.
Okay, they can go into timeout. Come in here being rude to people.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to do that.
Wait, why didn't it time them out? Okay, can one of
It
the
did.
mods?
It did.
Okay, because it's not showing me that it
Summer
timed them
timed
out.
him out. You timed him out.
Okay.
You timed him out again. I timed him out earlier.
Okay, so Big Al, this guy, for some reason, and I honestly, I believe there's some mental health issues going on um, with this guy. He
Oh.
thought, okay, so he lived in this duplex. Let me cut this down. He lived in this duplex, and the neighbors that lived in the same duplex next to him, he thought that they were spies and that they had been spying on him since the 1990s. And he goes on various different social media accounts of his, and he throws these people's names out there, uh, puts their address out there and everything, tells what they're doing to him. He's very paranoid. Um, he was posting F the police, purge the police, um, talking about how he tried to get in touch with the DOJ and the U.S. attorney, and didn't get upset with them, and he purged them as well. Like, it was just craziness that he was posting about. Well, for some reason, in what I've heard, but have not been able to confirm this, that the police went out to his house today to execute a search warrant because they got a call about shots fired from this house. Now, I don't know if it had anything also to do with what he's posting on social media or not. But whenever they get out there, you can hear, there was another video that's a little bit longer than this one. But you can hear the police telling him, hey, come out with your hands up. We can't hear what you're saying. We want you to come to the door with nothing in your hands, but with your hands up. And all of a sudden, the house explodes with the cops yelling at him to come out. SWAT's there. It explodes. The dude who did this video was down the street up on his roof of his house to where he could see this James Wu's house perfectly, or James Yu's house perfectly, and was not expecting that to happen as either, for it to explode. Hey, Tony, how are you? And before the house did this, there's another video that was put out that someone had gotten of. They're saying that he was firing flares, that they would see the flares go up in the sky, and they were saying that he was shooting the flares at the house, and that's what caused the explosion. It has not been confirmed if he was in the house, if he was out of the house, if they are still looking for him, if they've got him in custody. They're claiming, I've seen on the article that I just read, that there was no injuries. I read on another one that there was some minor injuries. No, I'm sorry. The first one said that there was minor injuries. One person had to go to the hospital. The one I just read said there was only minor injuries, but no one had to go to the hospital. So it's like there's conflicting stories coming out, being that this pretty much just happened like a couple of hours ago. But I think, honestly, this guy had some major mental health issues. It sounds like possibly his ex-wife and his sister tried to get him help, and instead of him allowing them to get him help, he sued them.
That's crazy.
Right. But when you have someone like that that gets it in their head that someone is trying to unalive them just because they're trying to put them in a hospital to get them help, they kind of freak out and things probably run through their head. And that's when that thought of them trying to unalive him runs across his mind. There's no helping at that point.
Yeah, but
You know
there's
what I
got to
mean?
be a way to get him held legally.
Which I don't understand why he wasn't.
Isn't it? What's the code of 50 something hold? I can't remember the number.
5150.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a 72-hour psych hold.
yeah.
I don't understand why they didn't do it. And it wasn't said that that's what the sister and the ex-wife was trying to do. That's just kind of like what the article sounded like they were trying to do along with the hospital. And instead of him doing it, he sues them. All right, let me catch up real quick in chat. Okay. I could have swore I just seen Big Al. You're very welcome. And Don F. Yes, all the houses on that street were brick, or all the ones that I looked at when I just had the Google Maps pulled up. It looked like all of them on that street were brick. Looks like all the way down to the very end of the street, and on the street next to it, or that's leading to that street. It looks like they're kind of like all the same tight looking duplexes. So I guess like a little community of duplexes, I guess is what you would call it.
Yeah.
All right. Just trying to catch up. Let me get this off.
Oh man, that's bad.
Yeah, that one was a little bit louder than what it usually is. Okay, so somebody had posted 3 hours ago on Twitter and said that the neighbor who took the video of the Arlington house, the one that blew up. Hey Max, how are you? Max, they only said that there was a few minor injuries. One place I read, one had to go to the hospital. The other one said that nobody had to go to the hospital, but there was some minor injuries. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the cops that were pretty close to the house when it exploded. All right, so the neighbor who took the video of the Arlington house explosion from his roof described James Yu as a recluse and said that he had aluminum foil covering his windows. After the home was listed for sale a couple of years ago, Yu chased would-be buyers off with a knife, according to Wilson. Real estate records show the home was taken off the market at the end of 2021. So it was put up for sale, and he would chase the people off that were coming to look at it to possibly buy it. But yet they allowed him to continue living there.
Okay, I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? I was typing.
All right, so the neighbor who took the video of the Arlington house explosion from his roof, which was the guy we just saw on the Fox 5 Washington News. All right, he described James Yu as a recluse and said that he had aluminum foil covering the windows. After the home was listed for sale a couple of years ago, Yu chased would-be buyers off with a knife, according to Wilson. Real estate records show that the home was taken off the market at the end of 2021.
Huh.
So they put the house up for sale. People would come to look at the house to possibly want to buy it, and he would chase them off, and they just allowed him.
Most people would haul his butt out. Well, this was during COVID, though. Right around that time, a couple years ago.
Yeah, because it was taken off the market in 2021. So Would
Right,
that be a
Pepper?
reason why he was
Hmm.
running the people off?
Well, I'll tell you what, if he's that paranoid, it could have been.
Pepper said, as a former realtor, it would be hard to sell the house if the seller is chasing buyers with a knife.
Yeah, you would think so.
But if he didn't own the house and he was only renting the house, then why didn't
Still,
the landlord?
Well, I'm wondering if it had
probably
something
because
to
he
do
had
with
the
COVID.
knife.
It could have been the whole pandemic thing, because some people got what is the word for it? Very scared of it and being
Mhm.
around other people, and with his paranoia, it
They
sounds like
could
that he has.
triggered, man.
Yeah, that could have very well been the reason.
You're not
Okay.
a mod, Kelly?
I was telling her if
Oh,
she needed more, I'd be happy to.
oh, I thought you were already a mod.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Jeff H says he has a post on LinkedIn where he notices that a YouTube video from CNN is 8 minutes and 44 seconds, and he associates that with his home address of 844. So it's like just even something like that, it seems like it triggers him.
Yeah, this guy's definitely
That's
getting
weird.
triggered by a lot of things, I think.
Yeah.
Pepper.
A few of our showings, but never had a knife fight break out at a showing. Uh, Big Al, I don't. They haven't came out and said if he was in the house. I mean, apparently he had to have been in the house then if the cops are screaming at him to come to the door with his hands up and nothing in his hands. And then you can hear him on the one video we were watching saying, "We can't hear what you're saying."
Yeah, but at the same time, they said he was outside shooting at the house.
Yeah. So there's a few different conflicting stories that are going on. And like I said, this just happened a couple of hours ago. So there's probably going to be some different stories. Hey, Mr. Rosebud, going on here.
Hello,
Uh,
Mr. Rosebud.
Hopefully by tomorrow we will know exactly what the issue is.
I just love that name, Mr. Rosebud.
Oh well, y'all can hear my vape.
Uh-huh. It's relaxing.
I didn't realize it was that loud, so I just heard it on the echo.
Yeah. That's why I'm always like, I missed your vape because you got a quiet one that one time. I miss it.
All right. So William wants to know, does insurance cover this?
Not probably.
Whose insurance?
Homeowners?
Homeowner insurance.
Max says no.
I wouldn't think so.
I wouldn't think so either.
All right, KK, I'm gonna pass it over to you. CNN subtle hateful messaging against James Yu, and as a proxy agent, see time reference 844 in headlines. Seems like I seen where somebody had did that screenshot on Twitter.
Scarlett Glowbud sent you a message. She
Where did
didn't
she?
say where. Where'd you send it, Glowbug?
It's on Discord.
Good night,
I
Mars.
tell you what, Discord sure comes in handy for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it does.
And it pops up in your face so you can see it too.
Yeah, I think I'm addicted to Discord now.
Yeah, me too. I thought I was going to hate it.
Well, once I could figure out what the heck I was doing, and I still don't know what I'm doing sometimes.
Oh, me either. Well, when I first got on there, I was the only one in there. Try figuring that one out.
Okay, wait. You were the only one in where?
In
I'm sorry, I was.
Discord.
Oh.
When I first got on Discord with another channel, I
Mhm.
was the only person in Discord besides a mod.
Okay, so Max
Well,
says gas leak would have produce a smell. There was Mar. Have a good night. Um, I can't remember if it was the news people that said that while they were there, they could smell. And it was a certain smell. I want to say like an acid smell, but it wasn't acid.
It's kind of
Or
like
if it
a
was, I can't remember if it was the neighbors or the news people, but one of the two said that while they were there, they could smell a
gas
funny
usually
smell.
smells like rotten eggs.
Right. But they didn't explain it that way. It was a different. Let me
Well,
see if
then
I
I'm
have
wondering
that.
if it was that gas. Another Yo post further they are conspiring to make James Yo's death look like 988. See Robin Williams below. What?
Okay, another post. Whether they're conspired to make James Jones look like 988. See Robin Williams below CNN's headlines. So that was all posted on Twitter, Jeff H, or was that what you were talking about? Was on his LinkedIn account? Because I was going to make a LinkedIn account, and I'm not putting all that personal information on there just to have an account. Wanting to know what school I went to, my last job, all this and that. They don't need to know all that. I just need the account so I can look at this dude's stuff.
just give it fake stuff. You went to the ABC school, and you live on 123 Street in 123 City.
But it just
That
like,
probably wouldn't pass though. That's the thing.
yeah.
Oops.
Oh, okay. So I see what Jeff H is talking about.
Well, I was hoping you would. Like,
Hold on. Wait. Let me
Sorry.
pull it up here.
You know,
Is it at? Here we go. So this is what Jeff H is looking at. So this James Yo dude, or James Yu, however you pronounce his last name, October the 28th of 2023, he brings up something about a Maine shooting, CNN subtle hateful message against James Yu as a proxy agent. See time reference 844 in headline. He didn't expect to be found alive. James Yu resides at 844 North Burlington Street. Further, they are conspiring to make James Yu's death look like 988. See Robin Williams below CNN headline. See my March 3rd, 2021 LinkedIn post showing CNN messaging assassinate agents with picture of squinting JFK. This is not a joke. It's the riddles and the paranoia and the conspiracy.
boy, it's kind of bad. We had 3 of us timing this guy out. Michelle timed him out. I unhit him, and then Summer timed or hit him.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and block
Then
him.
you timed him out.
Well,
I
I was trying to hit. Damn it! Every time I go to hit something, the chat goes up, and I keep hitting the wrong thing.
I know. I timed the other one out for 24 hours, so I'm happy.
See, I don't have that option.
Yeah, I can do 24 hours. I like it.
What the heck? Now, see, the other night when I was on Firefox and I was live, whenever I pulled up the mod box, I could go to people's channels. I can't
Yeah.
do it now on
You should be. I mean, I don't
Brave.
understand that. You should be able to. You're a creator, for goodness sake. If we can go to channels, you should be able to. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, used to I could, but whenever they did that whole update thing on YouTube, I can't do it now.
Yeah.
Pop out chat. I don't want to pop the chat out because then I can't see how many. Let me pop the chat out and see if I can do it. Hold on. I can do it now. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave the chat popped out, and then I need to still leave my thing over here though, so I can watch my analytics. My chat went away.
Link, please, for Big Al.
All right. Hold on. Let me bring it up. So yeah, this guy here. Honestly, like I know he had a lot of things going on. It's a shame though that he couldn't get the help that he needed, or wouldn't accept the help that he needed. I
Yeah,
guess I should
'cause-
say.
Yeah.
Uh,
Those are all LinkedIn posts Jeff's been sharing, by the way.
okay, thank you, Jeff. So yeah, somebody had did the screenshot of this one, uh, which had the stuff that Jeff was talking about, and I just happened to come across it while I was scrolling through Twitter, because people are literally posting all kinds of stuff on this guy. Like when this happened, my Twitter feed was flooded with nothing but this guy.
Wow.
And stuff about him, and all the different things that he's posted. And there's probably 40 videos of the house explosion.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're all from a little bit different angle too, don't they?
No, it looks like they're all the same one.
Well, I don't know. Some of them show the cars and some of them don't. Hi, Big Al.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey, Big Al.
I'm doing all right.
Jeff said this is another from his LinkedIn. See my March 3rd, 2021 LinkedIn post showing CNN messaging assassinate Asians with picture of squinting JFK. This is not a joke.
Yeah, that's the one I just read.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. Okay, so somebody did post using the same public record search. We can see 844 Burlington Street North is owned by James Yu. So he has his house for sale. People come to look at it, and then he chases them away.
That doesn't make sense.
If you're paranoid, it does.
Well,
But why?
Don't put your house on the market.
Yeah, why not just take it off the market?
Well, he probably thought he could handle people being around. People, I mean, these people, I went through with a friend of mine who actually was targeted and actually did end up being unalived without any explanation, just bye. And you get pretty freaked out when you think people are after you.
Well, I mean, it seems like every little thing with this guy freaked him out. Like when Jeff H was just posting the stuff about CNN, that their video was 8 minutes and 44 seconds long, that they were associating that with his address.
That's some serious paranoia. But I mean, what were the other reasons why he thought he was a target?
I don't know. He claimed he thought his neighbors were following him and spying on him since the 1990s. He sued his ex-wife and his sister in a hospital because and the article doesn't come out and say this, but it kind of sounds like the ex-wife and the sister were trying to get him help at this hospital.
Right.
Yeah, Heather just said in the chat, paranoid schizophrenia makes people do strange things.
Oh yeah,
I agree 100%. I mean, it's if this guy truly believed that somebody was after him and they, weren't, and he was a clinical paranoid schizophrenic, there's no bounds to what he could do.
Right. Well, he thought his sister and him were trying to unalive him because his sister ex-wife in the hospital. He thought that they were conspiring to unalive him.
He worked for the what is it called?
CFIUS. Hold on. I looked it up a second ago. Where's my mouse? Hold on.
Something finance.
It's the Committee for Foreign something. Hold on.
Committee for Foreign Investment. Yeah.
Or international financing or something.
Yeah. Because I didn't have a clue what it was, so I went and looked it up. Because he has that posted on his LinkedIn, his YouTube channel. I can't remember if he had a Twitter, because when I type his name into Twitter, it brings up what everybody else is talking about him.
So where he worked, they reviewed foreign investments in U.S. businesses.
Right.
So,
worked in security.
judging by his name, and his appearance, I would assume he's Chinese, and very well might not be paranoid schizophrenia
Yeah, that's
if
why I
he
mentioned it.
was actively involved in investigating U.S. companies taking money from China.
Yeah, that's why
You
I
know,
mentioned it to you.
maybe he's not nuts.
Because,
Well,
is a
I
possibility.
mean, we're talking about China here. They have
But
police
none of
stations
it,
set up in our country.
well,
but no,
he thought that the neighbors that were spying on him from the 1990s, that actually, because the house that he lived in, it was a duplex, and the people that he claimed that were spying on him were in the same duplex as him, and he thought that they were conspiring to unalive him on December the 7th of this year because that was the anniversary of Pearl Harbor. Like he had that in his mind.
These little things that you're adding on to it make me think that he's half crocked. But I mean, I don't know. Someone that's in charge of investigating foreign companies right now shouldn't just be written off, because there's a lot of crazy shit happening in our government.
Oh, I agree. That's
Oh, I
why I
bet.
mentioned it. But I kind of got the
Good
impression
Lord.
he wasn't working.
Yeah, it just, I mean, I don't write anything off right now with the stuff that I'm reading every day outside of the
Oh, me
mainstream
either.
news.
Mm-hmm.
I don't put anything past any of these people.
I don't either.
They
I
certainly
worry
don't have
about
our
my
best
boss.
interest in heart, not you and me,
I worry
and
about my
just
boss.
Joe, citizen.
Well, he's going through talking about purge the FBI, the CIA, the DOJ, NSA, spies.
He's
Like
right about all that.
he's wanting to purge all them.
He's right about all that.
Like
They have proof of pedophiles in our government, and they're doing nothing about it. That's enough to make anyone say, "What the hell's going on?"
That's true.
The Epstein files that's no joke.
No, it's
Those
not.
are people that are in power in this country are listed in those files, and they're doing nothing about it. And a
Right.
lot of people are starting to really lose their minds over that,
Yeah.
because
I
nobody
agree.
really truly knows who's in those lists and who's on those videos abusing women and children.
Yep.
Oh wait, I wonder if this is him.
It pisses me off, I can tell you that. And there we go again on this trip. We need to be on that other channel soon, because
I
I
know.
got a
I
lot
gotta
to
get
say,
over
girl.
there.
I got a
Me
lot to
too.
say.
I have a feeling
Hey,
you and I
Scarlett.
agree, but
Uh-huh.
KK said that she's just sent you a new video.
Okay, let me go back to Discord real quick.
yeah, I agree, Pepper.
Wait, KK, where did you send it to? Maybe she sent it in an email. Let me go to email real quick.
Pepper.
I was trying to see if this guy had a Twitter account. Now, there is a guy with the same name, spelled the same and everything, but he's a doctor.
Oh, I bet he's
So-
not happy with having the same name.
All right, I haven't got it yet. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong email. No wonder. Hold on. Shit.
Tonka says she's got a lot to say herself. Oh, she's highly.
Oh, I know about highly censored, Tonka. I just confirmed it this weekend that my freaking business Facebook is being throttled.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god,
Bad, like really bad.
that'd make me mad.
Hold on just 1 second.
Worst part is I can prove it, but there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
William said there's a James U in Arlington, Texas.
Where's this other James you at?
And
This
Summer
one.
said got the swear jar.
Uh-oh. Okay, so the James U, that's the doctor. He's a surgeon at Brigham and Women's Hospital.
No, that can't be him.
And I don't even look anything like him. But I can't find. Oh no! Wait, here's some more that are spelled like his. Is this him?
I'm
No.
pretty sure that's a relatively common name.
I don't think that's him either. Why is my email not pulling up? What the hell? Oh, I need to take this down off the screen. My email's not pulling up for some reason. Oh my god.
Heather, you're hilarious. Heather,
Here.
the brat.
Not this guy, definitely a Jude. Cutie maid, how are you? I think I just accidentally blocked someone. Tonka, you would have to go. I don't know how you would have to go into your block thing.
Go into Google, in your Google settings, and there should be a section that says blocked people. But I don't know exactly how to get there. If you
Who was
go,
it?
oh,
Who was it? I can mine in.
Tonka did.
It was Tonka. She says she thinks that she might have accidentally just blocked someone. Uh, where Kelly M. Okay, so Nightbot just posted the link for the second channel. All right, let me pull.
Oh, KK said she thinks she found his X or Twitter account and she emailed it to you.
Yes, that is him.
Okay, you're gone, cutie. Goodbye. So long.
Oh my god, people need to grow the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Damn. All
You
right.
didn't do anything, Heather. You were just funny. Of course,
Looking
you know,
into
I'm a crap mod, so how would I know?
another angle that I
What a
can
thing to
find.
say.
People are just immature. Okay, KK has found us another. I need to exit off of this.
KK is on it, daggone it.
This over here, y'all. I am so happy that I have both of my monitors back now.
You got her working?
Yes, all it was is I had to go to the AMD Radeon website, and then I had to literally go into my tower to find the exact model of my graphics card and put all that information in there. And as soon as I hit the download and downloaded it to the computer, my monitor popped on.
Oh wow.
That's literally all it was. And then I was able to get my screenshot issue fixed, my
Nice.
mic issue fixed with Google Chrome and Brave. So I've got it all back working now.
Gotta love that.
What about your pictures?
Yes, I was able. I had to download a thing from the Microsoft Store, but
Okay, Michelle.
yeah, it's working now. Okay, where's that? No, that's not it. Nope, that ain't it either. Here it is.
Well, it's official. Minnesota has winter. We've got measurable snowfall.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm not happy.
All right, so this is a video that KK found from. This is from a different angle of the explosion. I need to
Okay,
cut.
I thought I'd. Yeah, that's the one you can't see the cars in very well.
It doesn't look like gas.
Holy shit.
I don't think it does either.
No, it doesn't look like gas. Gas is usually much more violent than that.
Yeah, and it seems possibly if it was gas, it would have instead of going up, it would have went out.
Those look like flares.
Well, they said that he was shooting flares.
Those look like flares. They're burning for way too long in the sky to not be flares.
Right, and there goes another one going up.
You're right. I didn't
But
know that.
they did say that he had a flare gun that he was shooting. Thank you, Heather.
Well, he had a bunch of flares.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about a flare gun and flares. readily available, zero oversight. You can buy them at any Walmart in bulk. As many as you want. Nobody's gonna say a word.
Right.
And you shoot somebody with a flare gun, you're gonna fuck them up.
True.
I mean, it's you're probably gonna burn down wherever you are with it as well. But you hit someone with a flare, oof, 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 oof. That's
Yeah,
violent
they
fire.
do.
Now, see the other video that we watched of the dude from up on his rooftop. It's a better video, but I didn't pay attention to what looks like flares going off right there.
Those look like flares.
They do. I had seen them, but I hadn't processed what they looked like.
I was too busy looking at the house and the cars.
Yeah,
You,
I was
you can
just
tell a
thinking,
flare because they blink like a turn
Yeah.
signal.
yeah, you're absolutely right. I think I was just focused so much on the car. Yeah,
'cause
see
it didn't
that
even
one
look like
just
it.
sitting up there floating.
Mm-hmm. The one video we were looking at the car, I was trying to see if when the house exploded, if it pushed that car back any, but it didn't look like it did.
That video that you just showed.
Maymay said a neighbor said a transformer also blew up from the home explosion.
Yeah, you can see that in the other video. That after it explodes, there's a transformer in front of the house next door, and you can see when it blows out, then all the power to that house goes out. Yeah, that is crazy. People from the neighborhood doing videos because that's what people do nowadays. Uh, because there's law enforcement activity in their neighborhood, and then an explosion happens.
Is that
Oh,
right at the
No, they
beginning of
don't.
that shot that you just showed? Is that a strobe light on a police car going by, or is that?
No, that's a police car sitting there.
Yeah,
It
there's a
looks like
cop there
something
and one over
going,
here.
but it looks like something going towards the building.
Oh,
Okay,
that's a
now I
SWAT
see
truck.
it. Now I see it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's a SWAT truck. I didn't even pay attention to that.
You know, they're making bucks on those videos.
For sure. And if y'all do not follow Raw's alerts on Twitter, X, whatever people are calling
Yeah,
it
that's
these
a good
days,
follow for sure.
you need to follow them. Matter of fact, because I'm sharing their stuff. Let me stop sharing this and let me get their link.
I was gonna say I don't have one.
Yeah,
No,
they're getting a lot of talk from a lot of prominent Twitter accounts.
Oh wow.
you know, I was gonna say earlier that I worry about my boss. She's Vietnamese, and we have several Vietnamese that work with us. And with all of this stuff going on, people don't know Vietnamese from China or whatever. I worry about her a lot. I don't want to say those people. That doesn't sound nice, but you know what I mean.
Well, a lot of people say, it's that old racist sounding adage, they all look alike.
Yeah, but
People
I'm not
just
saying that at
equate
all.
Orientals
Right,
or Asians within
right,
one group, and there's a
exactly.
big difference between Korean and Thai and Chinese
Oh,
and Chinese and
oh yeah.
there's
And there's a lot of stuff between China and Vietnamese that don't go together either. So I'm not in any way saying anything. I'm just saying that people look and that's all they see.
Cassie Brady says that her friends have named Twitter Twix.
Twix.
Yes.
Twix.
Okay, Raw's alerts also posted. We are receiving confirmed reports that a large explosion sounds could be heard all the way from the White House in Washington, D.C., which is roughly 4 miles away.
Well, Joe didn't hear it. He was sleeping.
True.
It's past 6 o'clock.
And $4.99 a month.
So 4 miles from where the house blew up at to the White House, they were able to hear it.
Wow.
Okay, let me see if there's anything else.
Echo, echo.
Yeah, some people can't tell, Heather. I mean, and there's a lot of instances where I couldn't tell. I can tell you there's a difference, but I can't tell you where someone's from just by the way they look.
And I don't mean to be mean in any way. In fact, what I'm saying is I worry for them because people don't tell the difference, and that makes me scared for them, to be honest.
Okay, there's the other angle of the guy on his
That's a hell
roof.
of an explosion.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot of flares, man. Those are flares, for sure.
You think that was maybe what caused the
I
explosion?
don't. Well, like I said in the chat, flashbangs have been linked to multiple explosions.
Oh yeah, that I knew.
So if they tossed a flashbang and there's shot a flashbang through a window, and there was anything flammable happening in there, it would, as soon as
Yeah.
the flashbang goes off, it's gonna ignite.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I don't know what
they
else.
blow. It's an explosion. It's actual sparks.
Oh, well.
So it can be seen from a very long way.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
long...
KK. I mean, that's a lot of flares. I mean, you gotta. And when you buy a flare gun, it only comes with like either 4 or 6 extra flares.
Yeah, see, now that I'm looking at it like this part, I noticed all of them.
Yeah.
Before I was paying attention to the house itself, along with the cars down in front of it, and trying to figure out where this cop was that was hollering at the guy to come out.
May said, I don't see it being flares, not at all. Wow.
I can't see the explosion being flares.
No.
Flares don't explode. But once they're burning, they don't stop till they burn out. And it doesn't matter if they're in water or in air or embedded in a human or whatever.
You mean, okay, wait a minute. Did you say they could see this from the actual White House?
That's
Yeah,
Who's
they
got the
heard it.
echo?
We can't figure out where it's coming from, but it doesn't echo all the time. It only does it here and there.
You're talking about the actual White House? White?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'll pull it up here. Hold on.
That blew my mind.
Yeah, see, Ross
I knew
Alert
you
put
said
that too.
4 miles away. Wow. I heard you say it, but I'm thinking Arlington, Virginia, not Washington, D.C., but you're right. They're just like right there.
Yeah, there's the explosion location, and then it was heard way over here at the White House.
Wow.
4 miles in between.
Sleepy Joe's probably just slept through it.
Yep. And the Secret Service was like, oh, what's that?
Uh-huh.
Well, like, yes, that view from way off, that is crazy. Okay, so Ross Alert also has posted, this was 5 hours ago. According to Arlington police, the suspect attempted to fire a flare gun at police while they were serving the warrant, causing a massive explosion.
I wonder what the warrant was about. Can we look it up? Is it public?
I don't know.
Well, if you look up gas leaks and houses exploding, it definitely wasn't a gas leak because, I mean, there's nothing left but twigs when it's a major gas leak.
Can you imagine the bricks from that house?
Yeah.
People's cars in their yard.
Hundreds of yards.
Yeah, probably damaged. No telling how many of their neighbors' vehicles. Hey, Brian Hoffman, how are you?
Yeah, Pepper and Heather, my husband's uncle is Indonesian. And so I get what you're saying. I just don't want anybody to misunderstand me. I have a love in my heart, not anything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop this link in the back chat. This is another house exploding from a verified gas explosion. I don't think it was a gas explosion. It was something else.
I don't think it was either.
You look at the video that I just dropped in the back chat, and then you look at what we just saw, and that ain't even close. And it's so much more violent. The one that I just posted, I bet you could hear it from 20 miles away.
Okay, hold on. I'll grab it in just 1 second.
It's a short. It's a YouTube short. I remember when I was a kid, one of our neighbors' houses exploded from a gas fire, and you could literally, it felt like an earthquake. I mean, it was just a small Rambler. And when that thing went, I mean, there was nothing left of it. Literally nothing.
See, I
Oh,
can hear. Oh, dear Jesus! I didn't have the. The hell's the sound at? I remember when this happened. This one that you just put in the back chat.
Yeah, that one's wicked.
Yeah, hold on. Let me.
But it's so much different than the one we're watching. So I don't think that was a gas fire. It had to be something else.
Okay, wasn't there a? It was a man and his son. Didn't they die in this explosion here?
Yep.
Okay. Did it pull up? There it goes. All right, so I'm just letting it play. I had to cut the sound off of it. That was like super weird.
Yeah,
I mean, super loud. I mean, not weird.
That explosion knocked the sign off the front of that house, and they're a few blocks away.
Yeah, I remember when that happened.
So I don't think what we're seeing in the U video
Can you
is
play?
a gas leak. As
Yeah,
you can
it's
see
just-
from that debris, there's nothing left of that house.
Yeah, it just disintegrated it. It's a wonder it didn't take it out. I mean, because yeah, you can see the sign fall off of this house right here. It's a wonder it didn't knock over some of the other houses that was closest to it.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it'll be interesting to find out exactly what exploded.
Yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow there will be some more articles that come out with actually what happened and why they were there. If they've caught the guy or have him in custody, was he in the house? Was like actual facts.
Yeah, I'd rather hear from the neighbors than media.
Well, I would too, but
Yeah, I know.
it's
but Don made a good point. Hi, Devil Doll. Don made a good point. It seems similar. I'm sure the bricks made a difference. So yeah, the bricks would have made a difference. It would have held it in more, wouldn't it have?
I don't know. I don't know. My brain tells me it wouldn't really matter if there's an explosion. It's not really going to hold anything in. It's if anything.
Hey, I gotta mute for
pretty
1 second, but
stronger.
y'all go ahead and finish with y'all's conversation.
I would think it would make it stronger if it held it in and blow the roof straight up.
Yeah.
But it looks like I mean we'll see more in the daytime. I think we're kind of pigeonholed by not being able to see it.
Yeah, see what's left of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't believe we got snow. I'm so depressed.
Okay, I'm back. I had to do something with the cats
Welcome back.
Why?
because they're being bad.
No, they're not.
What
Oh,
are
yes,
they
they are.
doing?
That's
They're
what,
they're running through the house, and the little baby one was trying to get up here on my desk.
that's what super soakers are
Aw.
for.
Oh, they're just
Super
oh.
soakers, you're mean.
It's that time of night where they start running to wear themselves down,
I
and then they'll
know.
sleep all night. So
Oh,
And now they got those squirt guns that shoot water. It shoots like a blob of water, so you don't have to soak them. It just shoots them with one big giant drop.
my
I
cats would
just tell
probably
mine to
like that
quit.
though.
I just tell mine to quit, and they quit. 'Cause
Pepper said maybe he didn't have heat and was using a generator or something crazy.
I will growl and hiss at mine.
I can
Oh,
see
no.
that.
They know Mama means business when she growls.
What's all
Mine
those
was
fucking
just good.
skeletons around? They don't want to end up being up on the mantle. This bitch means business. You better shut up.
Tina Marie, that's exactly what they're doing right now. They're all three, the cats. They're all three running through the house.
Well, it wasn't bothering us.
No, but the little one, Dollar, he wants to get up in my lap, which is fine when I'm up here. I just don't want him on my desk around my mic and all that.
But you called him for Dollar Tree?
Yep, that's what we named him.
That's too cute.
Glowbug, no, I didn't see it. If you can tag me in it, that way I'll be able to find it. Let me see if
That
I
was
can.
funny,
Let me see if I
Glowbug.
can. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, that's just the guy doing the interview again that that did the video of the house. If there's anything else. That one dude that we watched earlier that did the interview,
Mm-hmm.
like he's all over the place now.
I bet he is.
Like everybody's posting parts of his interview.
He's now famous for 15 minutes.
Isn't it crazy how we become a society where people, rather than help or
Yeah.
do anything else, their first instinct is to record it and post it on social media?
But in this situation, I don't know of anything else they could have done.
But I mean, like the mall fights and just crazy people being abusive to other people on the street, and instead of helping
Oh,
somebody,
people are mean.
people are just
Just
mean.
mean. They're just mean nowadays. There's like, we had this lady walk in the door the other day. She walked in the door and she said, "I don't like the smell of incense in here. I can't be here," and turn around and walk out. I was like,
Bye.
so long. You would have been a problem customer. So,
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. All right. So y'all remember where I was saying earlier that Troll had said he had saw somebody had mentioned about this James Yu guy was posting comments on his YouTube shorts. All right. So I found a post from another guy. This guy says, not positive this is him, but he's claiming to be, and he's in comment section talking about the government unaliving his mom, and it's about some other stuff that he's talking about, and being a former government employee. But the video that this dude has, no, I don't. Well, I guess I can do it like this. Is what looks like. Right. What looks like this video right here looks like what the guy from on his roof had gotten. But he's showing a screenshot or screen record where this guy is claiming to be this James guy. So that's where it came from. But I didn't see any YouTube shorts on that dude's channel.
You know how the world is now, though. People will jump on, the trolls will jump on that so fast.
Right.
Make fake accounts.
And more than likely, that's all it is a fake account.
People have no damn common sense.
People are taking that dude's interview and saying because he said that it was Flair, somebody else said definitely not a Flair that did that. Like they're picking apart the guy's interview now.
Well, the flare would be the ignition source. It wouldn't be the actual explosion.
Right.
You guys
Well,
talking
he was
about
just a kid.
What is it, Lady D?
They're talking about my claws. Yeah, my cats.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe there's going to be a ton of videos that come out of this tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Oh yeah, ring doorway, right? Ring doorbells, security cameras, the works.
I'm sure there'll be some more videos that are be like different angles and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I'd bet the farm on it.
Because that one video that the dude did, where he got it from his office roof, like that one was every other post on Twitter on my feed.
Yeah, my feed too.
It was just like everything about it was this James Yu guy.
I didn't open up Twitter until I came in here, and it was it's every other freaking post. They've still Raw's still got a spaces going.
Pepper said, "I'm sure I felt it and heard it far away."
Wait, who did?
Pepper.
She said that they felt it and heard it far away.
Yeah. Oh, they? No.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah,
they
we
felt
did.
it
I'm
and
sorry.
heard
Oh,
it far away.
here's
I'm
the
sorry.
the latest rumor from Tim Pool over at Timcast
Uh-huh.
is that the homeowner had evidence that would have led to the arrest of Hillary Clinton.
Oh Lord.
I know. I
They're already starting.
They are.
It's already happening.
Hey
Okay.
Scarlett,
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump off. My back is killing me. My hip is, but I'm gonna
Aw,
watch
Okay.
it.
Okay,
Feel
I hope you
better?
get to feeling better soon.
yes.
Thank
Did you get
you.
any pain meds?
Well, muscle relaxers, but yeah. And
I
I
got
had
it.
a shot.
Come
I
on
got a
over.
shot this
I got a dab pen.
All right.
I
So,
love you,
but
girl. Get feeling better.
love you too. Talk to you guys later. I'll be in chat though. Watch.
Okay.
All right.
You know
All right.
what's crazy, Scarlett?
What's that?
There's like 5 different pretty big media groups reporting that there's possible evidence in the house that could have been detrimental to the Clintons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm going to go get it.
And WikiLeaks
Okay.
WikiLeaks 3 hours ago did a massive dump.
On this James Yu guy?
3 hours ago, it says normally you only see this operation as a failsafe when something is compromised. Wouldn't that be something? I mean, I don't
But
know. I don't know about conspiracy theories anymore because all the ones that I thought were like wild and off the wall have come true.
but I wonder if that's ever going to be confirmed, though.
You
As,
know
as
they're
a,
not going to. There's no
yeah.
way. I mean, it's gonna be. It'll be a
Okay.
conspiracy theory, is what it'll be.
Now, Jeff is saying, he says, so I read a post that said that James Yu was squatting in a house owned by his ex-wife. Not 100% sure that's true. All right, I just saw.
Yeah, public record search. I would just thought fly by on my feed. He owned the house.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find because I seen it a minute ago too. That it showed that he was the owner of his apartment duplex, whatever they call it, and then the owners that the neighbors that he was saying was spying on him, and he dropped their names and everything, were the owners of the one next to him. Somebody had looked it up in the public record.
That's why I would never buy a place like that.
No, that's
never in a million years would I buy something that wasn't separated from someone else.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. Okay, so this guy thought that his neighbors were spies and that they were spying on him since the 90s. Okay, these people more than likely were not doing anything to him. Wasn't spying or anything. Michelle, have a good night. If I was the neighbors and I knew that I wasn't doing anything to this guy, I would be more scared of him than he would of me thinking that I'm spying on him. I mean, because people like that can do very bad things to people that when they think that they're spying on them.
I'd be moving.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't live in a duplex.
No, I wouldn't either.
Or condo.
No, I can't live. I don't want to live nowhere where I can walk out my front door and somebody else's front door is right next door to me, or I'm in my kitchen and can see somebody else's kitchen.
Yeah, or
too close for me.
Stairs or no.
No, I don't want that. All right, I'm trying to see what this is. It's something that he had posted, but it's so little I can't see it.
Good night, Michelle, honey.
The DOJ and the FBI Special Counsel. And this was December 16th of 2023. It's emails. So yeah, I'm not gonna put that up because I don't want to put anybody else's email. There's like 4 different emails in this thread.
Tony, a converted condo is like you have a whole house and then they split it down the middle and make two residences instead of one. because those houses were fairly large.
Okay, so apparently, two guys in 2017 shows up to this dude's house, this James U. dude's house, and he says in this, if either of the two gentlemen that appeared at my primary residence on March 8th, 2017, claiming to be FBI agents, were not bona fide FBI agents, then why did the U.S. Attorney J.P. Kennedy state and confirm in his March 28, 2017 email to me that the two gentlemen were indeed bona fide FBI agents? And it has the email down here, but like I said, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 4 different email addresses on here. So I'm not going to pull that up. But it is addressed to him. The email is.
This'll said, did you already give a rundown? I'm so confused what happened.
This'll, yeah, but I can do it again. So basically, this James Yu dude lived in Arlington, Virginia. It does seem like there's some mental health issues going on here. He lived next in the duplex. The neighbors that lived in the duplex next to him, he said that they are spies, have been spying on him since the 90s. Drops their names, tells what their address is, their kids' names, what they drive, everything about these people, pictures of them and everything. Says that they are conspiring to unalive him on December the 7th of this year because that is the anniversary of Pearl Harbor. He has posted a lot of weird stuff on different social media accounts of his. A lot of it that I've read tonight seems like riddles. He's talked about himself in the third person. Like I said, it seems like there's some mental health issues going on. Well, earlier today, police, from what I have read so far, police got a call for shots fired at his residence. They go out. They're wanting him to come out of the house. They're telling him to come out with his hands up. They don't want anything in his hands, just his hands up. Come out. Apparently, he's saying something back to the police. They're saying they can't hear him. And then all of a sudden, the house explodes. There was apparently he was shooting a flare gun, and that's what the police were out there for. But there's a lot of conflicting stories to this, because one news article said that there was people with minor injuries and one person had to go to the hospital. Another one said that there was minor injuries, but nobody had to go to the hospital. I just don't see them cops being that close to that house when it exploded, and bricks and wood and metal and everything else flying, and nobody got seriously injured. So I don't know how much of that I believe. Hopefully, though, we don't wake up tomorrow when more facts are coming out about the story and they say that someone has passed away because of it. Yu's YouTube channel has a few short videos. I could not find the shorts on his YouTube channel. Let me go back to it.
I'm just scouring through Twitter, and it's that's really gaining some traction. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting day on Twitter.
Oh, it's going to be all over Twitter tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting day because there's a lot of prominent accounts talking about this.
Heather, have a good night. All right, so when I first looked at this dude's YouTube channel, before I went live, he had 80-something subscribers. When I looked at it after, or maybe like right when I was hitting the live button, I might have done went live, he had 100 and something. Now he has 348 subs.
I bet that's 10 times by tomorrow.
Okay, so they wasn't shorts. They were just super short videos. Maybe. Okay. That's why I couldn't find them. Because I was looking for the short tab button. Yeah, more than likely tomorrow he will probably have over 1,000 subs. On his thing, though, he says he's the former head of information and physical security for international telecommunication company with CFIUS security experience.
You know, I'm with Big Al. He may not be so crazy.
Mhm.
Just very paranoid.
I just don't put anything past anything right now. Things are so strange.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't call anything crazy until it's been going on for a while because it's just the world's
especially
upside
with the
down.
financial department.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on right now, and there's a lot of whistleblowers and crazy stuff happening that you can't write anything off right now. You just can't, no matter how crazy it sounds.
But they haven't even came out that I can find and said that if this guy is deceased or if they have him in custody or if
That's
they're
even
looking
more
for him.
odd. That's even more odd, honestly, if you
They
ask
haven't.
me.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that would have been like,
For
obviously he was in the house because you could hear the cops yelling at him, unless they just thought he was in the house but uh never had their eyes on him. Maybe they just thought he was in the house and that's why they were screaming. That's like standard protocol. Come
Yeah.
out with your hands up, blah blah blah. But I could have sworn that one video that I was watching that I played on here, that the cops tell him, we cannot hear what you're saying. Like he was saying something to them and they were responding back to him, and they kept saying, all we want you to do is come out with your hands up. Don't have anything in your hands, just with your hands up.
Well, it seems to me in Washington D.C.'s, if he did survive it, he's gonna wish he didn't. If
Yeah.
any of this crazy off the wall stuff is even remotely true, he's gonna wish he died.
And they haven't had a press conference about this yet. The only news thing that I've seen was Fox 5 Washington. They were live out there earlier. And then the lady did the interview with the guy who got the video that was him and his wife were up on their roof just filming it and got the explosion on video, which is a video that's bombarded Twitter. But there hasn't been any uh, a conference from police or the police chief or anything like that. FBI, nothing. Like there's been nothing. And usually when something like this happens, you they have a press conference.
Right. Well, on that note, I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like when I wake up.
Thistle, I'm sorry, Thistle. It's very confusing. This guy, honestly, it just seems like he is very, very paranoid for whatever reason. His ex-wife and his sister had he actually sued the ex-wife and his sister and a hospital because he thought that the three were trying to unalive him. And honestly, what it sounds like is the sister and the ex-wife were just trying to get him help, and he took it as they were trying to hurt him. So I don't know. I mean, he thinks that the neighbors' kids are spies and they're young.
But I tell you, if I was
Oh.
his neighbors, I would have been moving a long time
Oh,
ago.
for sure.
90s? That's a long time.
I mean, he tells about where the neighbors went to college at. The lady actually worked with him at I think he said MCI. Like he told all of these people's business, put their pictures out there, and these people might not have anything to do with nothing. They could have just been normal, everyday people who lived in this duplex next to a guy who was very paranoid. And every little thing triggered him, especially if he's thinking that CNN does an 8-minute and 44-second video and thinks that they're conspiring against him because that's his address.
Yeah, it's a little out there. That was pretty
I
odd.
mean, I know that there's people who are very paranoid for good reason, but the longer the paranoia goes, the kind of like the worse it gets.
Yeah, it's going to build up.
Yeah, after a while, you're going to start thinking that everything or everybody is coming after you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that very well could have been the situation. If it is a mental health issue, it's sad that he didn't get help or wouldn't allow someone to help him. He needed a true crime channel. Yeah, I think his was more of a I don't know if I would want to say conspiracy type channel, but yeah, I guess I could say a conspiracy type channel
Yeah, you could very easily.
because he only has 16 videos on his YouTube channel.
Do you know how long ago you put those on there?
Okay, so let me see. Videos. The last one he did was 2 days ago. And he says it's his LinkedIn post from November the 3rd, 2023 through December the 1st, 2023. The one before that was 3 weeks ago. The one before that was a month ago. And let's see. So when it started at a month ago, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seems like he was posting stuff on his YouTube channel.
So these were very recent.
Yeah, because the very first one that he posted was a month ago. So he literally just started posting that. And it says that he joined YouTube November the 2nd of 2023. He has 4 views, which can't be right because some of these videos have over 1,000 views.
Right.
He's got 16 videos and 353 subscribers.
I'm surprised that's all he's got right now.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it'll be more tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. You know it.
Judging by what I'm seeing on Twitter, tomorrow's going to be a crazy day for this story.
So, yeah. I'm thinking there's going to be more information come out on it tomorrow.
Oh, there's going to be more. There's some prominent channels talking about this. It's going to be the news tomorrow.
So I'll more than likely keep y'all up to date on it tomorrow night.
He wanted his channel to blow up. Too soon, bro. Too soon.
Wait, who posted that?
Tony Martinis. A little too soon for that one. Yeah, let's let him put the fire out first.
Oh, okay. I see this comment now. It might help if I put my chat back on live chat. He got confused. He wanted his channel. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to hear the cause of the explosion.
Yeah.
Which more than likely won't come out for a couple of days. That report won't. I want to know how many people were actually hurt, how many people actually did or did not go to the hospital. Like I said, I hope we don't wake up tomorrow and hear that someone has passed away.
Well, they had to blow some windows in, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And the neighbors' houses had to be affected.
Yeah, especially
I bet the ones right next door are blowing off their foundations.
Well, whenever I pulled it up on Google Maps a minute ago, because in the videos that we were watching, you couldn't really tell how close the houses are, or the duplex buildings.
They're close.
They're literally close enough that you can only fit about the size of a 2-car garage.
Yeah.
That's the space in between.
Yeah,
that's East Coast living, baby.
And right that whole neighborhood, that whole little street right there, the street that you have to go down to get to that street is literally the whole neighborhood. All of the houses look exactly like that one. Yeah, they're all brick duplexes, same windows, same doors, everything.
That's how they did it back in the old days. They built one at the end of the street and just copied it.
All right. Hey, Ashes, how are you?
Just don't come drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
You end up at the wrong house.
Yeah.
Doc, how are you? Okay, so wait. Arlington County PD issued an initial press release an hour ago. Okay. Jen with 2 N's. Where can I find that at? And I don't know why I started my stream tonight again, and my StreamYard is showing that I was live for 2 hours already.
Again?
Again. I don't know why it's doing that. Page, he done a 2-hour live 2 hours ago on it. Yeah, Devil Doll, that's where I seen the first person who was covering it was JLR. And then I seen Ickenmel was doing it, and who was the other? Agenda Free TV, I think is the name of his channel. He was covering it as well. Okay, thank you, Jen. Okay, so I will wait for her to drop that. I wonder if I need. I'm not going to subscribe to this dude. I'm not giving him any more.
I wouldn't.
I can just go to
Yeah,
it
if
and
you
look
know
it
what
up.
it is, you don't need to sub.
Yeah, I can just go to it and. Okay, let's see here. All right, I need to fit this. Damn it! Why won't it go? Shit. Hold on. Trying to get the tab to go up here with the rest of my tabs, and it's not wanting to cooperate. Okay. This. They didn't put out. Well, it is a preliminary statement, I guess, so that's why it's not very long. All right, so police issue a preliminary statement on home explosion. At approximately 4:45 p.m. on December the 4th, the Arlington County Police Department was dispatched to the 800 block of North Burlington Street for a report of possible shots heard. The preliminary investigation indicated a suspect discharged a flare gun approximately 30 to 40 times from inside his residence into the surrounding neighborhood. So, was he
40 times?
okay? But see how they're putting it into the surrounding neighborhood? So, was he shooting them up in the air
Yeah, if you're shooting it
over?
into a neighborhood, I mean, if they hit your house and they're still burning, your house is on fire.
It's just how they put shit. You know what I'm
To
saying?
buy 40 flares, I mean,
How long will it take someone to load a flare gun 30 to 40 times?
it's a shotgun shell. That's all it is.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, how long would that
It's
take?
like a second and a half,
Yeah,
2
not very
seconds.
Okay.
long at all.
But here's the problem that you're going to run into, unless it's a metal flare gun,
Hmm.
which most of them aren't. Most of the ones you can buy now are plastic,
Like
they're
that
disposable.
orange plastic
They would
looking.
freaking melt if you fired it 40 times. That's what I was getting at. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna do a little research on buying flares because I just can't imagine that it's easy to even acquire that many flares.
Unless he bought them over time.
But
'Cause,
40?
I mean, because if you go in and you buy even
Well,
20 at one time,
but he
you
had more than that because how many of them went off whenever it blew up?
well,
Yeah,
that
there were
is
a
true
bunch
too.
going up in the air then. I mean, it's just I
He's
don't know.
probably acquired them over time. He's probably like stocked them up. All right, so approximately 30 to 40 times from inside his residence into the surrounding neighborhood. No property damage or injuries were reported related to the discharge of the flare gun. During the course of the investigation, officers obtained a search warrant for the suspect's residence and attempted to make contact with the suspect over the telephone and through loudspeakers. The suspect did not respond and remained barricaded inside the residence. As officers were attempting to execute the search warrant, the suspect discharged several rounds from what is believed to be a firearm inside the home. Subsequently, at approximately 8:25 p.m., an explosion occurred at the residence. The investigation into the circumstances of the explosion are ongoing. The Arlington County Fire Department responded to the scene to extinguish the fire. As of approximately 10:30 p.m., the fire is under control, and crews continue to battle small spot fires. 3 officers reported minor injuries, and there are no transports to the hospital related to the incident, and the investigation is ongoing.
Yeah, most flare guns come. Yeah, it's okay. So for a 4 pack
Uh-huh.
of 12 gauge flares
Mm-hmm.
that work in the little orange plastic one, which is literally the only one I can even find, is $45 for a 4 pack.
Damn.
Now to buy the flare gun and 4 flares is $100. So if he's paying $45 for 4 flares, I mean he blasted off $500 worth of flares in a night.
Right.
That's crazy. Just to get those, you think would be a red flag. It's not
Yeah, but you
normal
just said
to
earlier.
order.
Yeah, but you just
Some-
said earlier they didn't care how many people ordered. They want you.
Well, you wouldn't think so, but I mean, I'm talking about, maybe 8 or 10, not
Yeah.
40.
A large quantity at one time.
That should be a
That
red flag.
yeah, that should set something off.
Yeah, I would think so.
But just find like a 4-pack here, and then a month or two
Yeah.
later another 4-pack. Yeah, because you could very easily say, "Hey, I go hunting. I'm
Yeah,
out in the middle of no.
car.
Yeah,
I'm putting one in my boat, my car.
my
That
backpack for
many?
hunting just in case something happens and I get lost, get hurt. I can. Yeah,
But
that's
40, in one crack, that's a lot of
Did he
flares.
buy them all at once?
I would assume so.
that is crazy.
I don't know. Even the handheld pull flares are like $30 a piece. I mean, they're not cheap.
Yeah, that was a lot of money that he basically shot into the neighborhood.
But he lives in Arlington. I think gun restrictions really harsh in Virginia, in that part of the world.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that would be
So in
true,
order
too.
to not have red flags, he probably had to go with something like that.
Well, it did say that they said what they believe to be firearms that he was shooting in the house when the cops were there. Let me go back to the article real quick. Hold on. Okay. All right. So they attempted to make contact with the suspect over a telephone and through loudspeakers. The suspect did not respond, remained barricaded inside the residence. As officers were attempting to execute the search warrant, the suspect discharged several rounds from what was believed to be a firearm inside the home. So he had flare gun and firearm? I mean, he could have been one of those people who like to, like, what do you call them, preppers? That like to collect stuff, like flares and ammunition and stuff like that. And he could have been one of those people.
No, I think he was just paranoid preparing for this day.
That, I mean, I'm still baffled by the $94,000 class ring.
Yeah. Who?
I don't know why he thinks the class ring.
Surely he
is worth
didn't
that
pay
much.
$100,000 for his class ring.
I would hope not, because usually they're only like a couple $100.
Well, I mean, even if you get a really, really nice one, let's say you spend like a couple of grand on it, that's like
right.
unheard of.
That's nowhere near 94,000 though.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I mean, some people think that things that they own is worth more than what they're really worth.
For sure. Yeah.
And they try to get what they can out of it. And
yeah, but
a class ring though is, I don't know. Like I said, it seems like he had some very serious mental health issues.
It does.
And it's just a shame that he didn't get the help, or he wouldn't allow people to help him.
The only thing that I could think of that is like that would be like an NFL or NFH or something like that.
Right. Betty Jo, what are you trying to say?
He even sings and dances. What?
No, she said something. I don't know, unless she's accidentally hitting her screen.
Riddler!
That could be what.
You sneaky bastard.
Riddler, thank you so much for gifting that membership. That was very nice of you. Thank you.
I'm glad I stuck around, got a chance to say hi to Riddler, but I gotta go to bed. Have a good night.
Something got to say hi before I go to bed. Thank you, Riddler. Have a good night. Big Al, thank you for coming up. You have a good night as well.
Thanks for having me. We'll see you later.
You're welcome. See, that was the baby, y'all. She wanted to say hi. but I'm in chat. So oh, Betty Jo, tell her we all said hi. Let's just, okay, so wait. Doc McKay. I just seen where he posted uh, okay, so $445 for 10 4-packs. Can you yeah, can you imagine though? Because the way that statement said he was shooting them into the neighborhood. So is he shooting them down the street or at people's houses, or is he shooting them like up in the air over the neighborhood? Like, you know what I'm saying? Which either way, somebody could get hurt or property could be damaged. But
good night. I'm not Obama.
Must have got lost. Thank you so much for gifting that membership. That was very nice of you. Thank you. And who got it? Betty Jo got that one. Okay, who was saying goodnight? I missed it.
Oh no, I was telling I'm not Obama goodbye.
Oh, I see now. Okay. Yeah, it would help if my chat was staying live chat. That's just ridiculous. So I'll be the only gray soul in here. Don. I don't know. Like I said, I just hope nobody was passed away in this. I mean, because that explosion wasn't a little explosion. Tracy Wheeler, thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. And she says, one class act channel.
Oh, this is my other channel. Okay.
Yeah, you're posting comments from both of them, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, at night. Doc, yes, I believe they said, hold on, let me go back. 8:25 p.m. Approximately 8:25 p.m. is when the explosion occurred. The police were called out there at 4:45 when they were dispatched. Lady V, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. And she says the best channel on YouTube. Well, thank you. It was very nice of you.
Get on my other one. Wow, that's just.
My membership is gone. Must have got lost. It might have ran out during that month that I was out because of my computer.
Well, they're making it a whole lot easier to do membership gifting. Thank the Lord.
I still ain't figured it out. Troll knows how to do it, but I don't.
Well, if you hit that little dollar sign down at the bottom on the right-hand side, on your phone anyway, it would bring it up.
Oh, see, mine only says super sticker and super chat. That's all mine says. Well, it could be because I'm the creator as well. But, I mean, usually, though, I think creators can gift.
They're supposed to be able to now.
Memberships, unless you have to do it from a second channel. Summer. Summer, thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. She said, here's my contract. Love you. I love you too, Summer. That I know where you were going with that one.
Yep.
Pepper says, I'm new here. Well, Pepper, we appreciate you joining us.
Well, you might be new here, Pepper, but you're not new to me.
That is okay, though. We love everybody. I love even the people who don't come and chat. They just watch.
Yep.
They're just as important as those who come in and chat with us.
Have you noticed Keanu Reeves starting to look his age? I think he's like fought one too many fights, man.
Oh, I haven't even noticed.
Well, I was changing back to my other channel and I saw him and I'm like, yeah, he's starting to look like I feel.
Getting looking old.
Yeah, it's starting to catch up with. It's not that he's not still nice looking. He is, but he's not Johnny Depp. So what can I say?
Right. Hey, Truth Seeker, how are you? Thank you, Devil Doll. Wouldn't you like to be a prepper? Wouldn't you like to be a pepper? I don't know why I've seen pepper as prepper.
Because you were talking about Prepper.
Must have been, but yeah, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Pepper, I will tell you, there is not one thing that you need to be shy about in this chat at all. Everybody who comes in and chats with us are super awesome people.
And you are loved, honey. We've seen you around for a long time.
Tony, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. Tony says, my name is Cleo. Y'all, Tony's got a bunch of different names. Like, he had sent me a message the other day on Facebook and tell me to accept his friend request on Facebook because of his name. I had no idea who it was. He wouldn't have sent me
like a different puppy.
Well, that's Ava, ain't it? Or Eva. Why I keep calling her
Maybe
Ava?
It is. I always do too.
I don't know why I do that.
Well, we like having you here too, Pepper.
Yes, for sure. I love having everybody in here. Everybody is just, I mean, for the most part, everybody's super chill.
Well, we all get along. We'll pick and pester each other, but we know we're picking and pestering. We don't get our feathers ruffled up, you know?
Right. Everybody's just super chill in here. Okay, I'm just going through Twitter here real quick. I know there's going to be something else posted about this.
There's going to be a lot posted about this.
Oh, yeah. I'm just, like I said, hopefully they'll have it out, which probably be in a couple of days, the report on what actually caused the explosion.
Mm-hmm.
And more about this guy. I don't know how much more, but
Doc McKay says he wishes he could post his link here. And I went to his channel. It says real life stories told that were experienced during my career in EMS as basic emergency medical technician and nationally registered paramedic from 89 to 08, as well as during my enlistment in the United States Navy as a corpsman. I know it's not corpsman. Sorry, the S got me. The corpsman from 1999 to 2007. Stay tuned. First episode's coming soon. He's got 317 subscribers, 23 videos.
you can grab us link and drop it in the chat.
I subscribe, Doc.
Yeah, drop it and then I'll sub up to him as well. Elizabeth, how are you? Oh, Tonka, you know I love you too, girl.
You beat me, Summer.
Wait, yes, Summer didn't drop the link. Oh, yes, she did. Okay.
Right before. I know what a corpsman is too. The S just got me for a minute, and then all I could think was Obama, because he used to say corpsman all the time.
Oh Lord.
No.
Like a corpse is a deceased person.
I know. I was like, Corman.
I mean, Jesus. Okay, so Doc, I just subbed up to you.
He was monetized before.
And thank you for your service as well.
Very much so.
Oh, dear Lord. See, this is what I'm talking about. I clicked on his link to go sub up. And when I come back to my chat, the mod boxes popped up. And I think that's how some people are accidentally getting blocked or timed out. I don't like how it pulls that up just because I'm clicking on a link.
Yeah. Well, I have problems sometimes too when I'm trying to catch one and it's going a little fast. It's like, or I'm scrolling up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because earlier I was trying to hit it where I was trying to time the person out, and every time I'd go to click on it, the chat would move up, and then I
Yeah.
couldn't like I was chasing it down. All right, well, let me check real quick on these other cases, y'all. My poor computer. It's got that glass in the side of it where you can see the inside of the computer,
Ooh.
and I've got sticky notes all over it.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Okay, I don't need that one. That's for something else. Okay,
I
so
can't see you right now. She's looking at Twitter. So I'll say hello for her.
huh? What is it?
Elizabeth Lander came in. I told
Oh, I
her
said hi to
hello.
her.
Oh, you did? I
Yeah,
missed it. I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm doing like
No,
a couple
you're good.
things at once.
This'll. I think Heather, Brad. I think she said she was going. She was leaving earlier. I think she said she was going to bed.
Just
Just
saw
on.
on X. Oh, you're reading it. Go ahead.
Okay, so just on X, Rawls Alerts has a live space, and locals are reporting the gas company is on scene. They probably. Well, I would hope that they would have like when this explosion happened, rushed out there and cut people's gas off.
Yeah, I would think so. Whether it was a gas leak or not, it doesn't matter. It's blown up now.
Right. But
Definitely going to be a gas leak now.
yeah, it seems like they would have like been out there within minutes to cut. Because I would just do that. I didn't even. I need to go back to. Hold on. Because if I don't do this, this is going to irritate me. Google Maps. I need to see if they have like the gas meters. You know, like out in the front yard by the street. Hold on, let me look. Because they would need to go out there and cut it off unless they have it at a certain spot that it goes like down each street or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any unless they're up by the duplexes. What I do see though in front of the guy's house that where it blew up at was that he has a fire hydrant
Well,
right
that's nice.
right in his yard.
Yeah, that's true. It makes it very easy.
So yeah, that is like I know some people it doesn't bother to live that close to their neighbors.
Oh God, I can't.
Just can't imagine.
The only way that I would do that is if was the only way that I could move to Virginia to be with my grandbabies. I would do it for them, but otherwise, no way.
Yeah, if it's not a have to type thing, then no.
Yeah, because I'd put up with almost anything to be by my grandbabies.
Right. I mean, the neighborhood that he lived in,
Oh, it's nice.
yeah, even though the houses are all the same and everything, the neighborhood is like a super cute neighborhood.
It is, and well, they have some really, really adorable neighborhoods in Virginia. They really do. And even those houses look the same. It's kind of funny because they don't have the same feeling as houses that now are cookie cutters, you know?
Right. Yeah. Elizabeth, I haven't heard how the neighbors are doing. I thought I had read somewhere that when police first arrived there to the guy's house that they got the neighbors they evacuated them out. So I'm hoping that's what they did, and nobody was. But they're saying it was just minor injuries. And it was the police officers that got minor injuries.
Man, how lucky is that? I just can't. That's like almost impossible for that huge of an. Of course, it kind of went up more than out, but
Right. Yeah, I think if it would have went more out, it would have definitely hit the house next door
yeah,
and did a lot of damage.
yeah.
Uh, Doc, yeah, that you do. That's because I'm from Louisiana. The house was built in 1940. I did see that somebody had posted that on Twitter, like the statistics for the house or whatever, um, and seeing that it was. I'm pretty sure all of those houses in that area probably were built around the same time.
They just look so colonial, just so time period.
Right. Yeah, I was looking through it, like I said, on Google Maps. Super cute neighborhood. Even if all the houses do look the same, it's still everybody's yard's clean. It's
Hmm.
yards cut and hey, Infamous, how are you? Um, it's a very cute neighborhood. Okay, so how long have I been on here? Almost 3 hours. There was something that hold on, let me go through my sticky notes up here. Okay, baby Zeke. I want to go over a few things before I end the live tonight.
Baby.
Okay, so y'all know baby Zeke. He was a 10-month-old that his dad had killed his pregnant mom and then took him, and then he was found deceased. They have the dad in jail. Uh, I have not seen anywhere of the dad, Jeremy Best, of his formal charges. I'm assuming it's going to be 3 counts of probably first degree. Um, but his dad does have Lori Vallow's attorney, Jim
Oh, good
Archibald.
Lord.
So uh, we all know that he is a death penalty qualified attorney. He went in and asked the judge for he wants Jeremy Best to have a competency evaluation done, and the judge agreed because apparently, from what I've understood, the witnesses who found the dad and the baby said that he was mumbling stuff. Basically, like you could tell that there was some issues going on with him or whatever. Uh, I seen where I think it was Nate Eaton or Brian Eaton, I can't remember which one, um, that whenever he made his first court appearance, he went in without a shirt on. He was doing weird things at the camera in court. So there may be some mental health issues with him as well. Now, if he has this evaluation done and it comes back that he does have some type of a mental illness, even though there's not in the state of Idaho, there's not an insanity plea, they can still use that competency evaluation. And if it does come back that he has some type of mental health, that's still not an excuse for him doing what he did to the mama or to the baby. He should get life in prison if he's convicted. And this is my opinions only. Uh, if he is found to be competent to stand trial and there's no type of mental health issues, and he is convicted of murdering his pregnant wife and his 10-month-old baby, an unborn child, I hope he gets the firing squad.
Me too.
Because that mama didn't deserve that. He shot her in her back. I did. That was come out. I want to say Brian Enton posted about it. But he shot her in the back. He takes the 10-month-old little boy, and then the little boy ends up deceased. And I haven't seen what his cause of death is yet. But I did find that out today, though, that Jim Archibald is his attorney, which we heard him in Lori Vallow's trial. So, and they have not put any of Jeremy Best's court documents on the Idaho website yet. I'm thinking that they would, because all of those that they get that gets put on there is cases of interest for the state of Idaho. Like literally, that's like what the name of their uh, website is called, the State of Idaho Cases of Interest. Lori, Chad, Bronze, Major John Kaler, and the guy that they have that's supposed to be executed here soon. All of theirs is on there. I would expect his to be on there here pretty soon as well. Uh, And I thought I wrote it down when he's supposed to appear in court again, but I don't know. I actually moved to the binder today, so. But I think I wrote it down somewhere. But anyway, if I can find it, I will post that on my community page. There's nothing new in Nicole Baldwin's case. As far as I know, she's still missing. They haven't found her. They're still doing searches.
JLR interviewed her daughter.
I saw that title. I haven't had a chance to watch it though to hear what all the daughter had to say.
We watched part of it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay, I'll have to go check it out.
Then there was another one. I don't know. This one had gotten removed, but I believe that Vapor said that the daughter started going after him or something, and he took that one down.
Started going after
JLR.
JLR?
If I have that straight. Do I have that straight, you guys?
Y'all please don't pay attention to the cat.
Oh, I like the kitty cat.
He is being so extra, y'all.
He's a kitten.
He's 7 months old. He's too old for that.
That's his job.
He is. What is he doing? Hold on just a second, y'all. I'll be right back, Lady D.
JLR was it her daughter, the one that he interviewed? Was she the one that went after him? Am I right? I think that's what was said. I don't know where Vapor is, but sorry guys.
Okay, I'm back. Okay. What was the other one? Okay.
Either way, it was taken down.
Okay, I definitely want to go watch the interview with the daughter though.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, because like I said, I saw the title of it, but I woke up today and I tried to make sure that everything, because I was so worried that something was going to happen to the computer that I fixed last night, that I was going back through everything today, plus trying to find stuff to talk about. I did want to tell Scarlett that I'm bottle feeding again. Reese was an ounce. I hope he makes it.
Okay. Yeah. Catherine says JLR was interviewing an ex-boyfriend of the missing mother and the daughter got mad.
Oh. Okay, Elizabeth. Okay, you might have told me this already, and if you have, I'm sorry. Remind me who Reese is. I wonder which ex-boyfriend it was that he was interviewing. Like, was it the... Well, no, because that would have still been considered her boyfriend, the guy who had her car.
Yeah, you would think.
I hope they find her and she's okay, but I don't think that's going to be the outcome of it, honestly.
Unfortunately, I don't either.
I hate to think that, just because I want to have, it's a little bit of hope for the kids.
I'll be honest with you. In the interview we were watching, it sounded like, well, part of the time the daughter was using present tense and part of the time she was using past tense. So I think she's trying to hold on to hope too, but I think a part of her realizes the longer it goes on, the less likely it is.
Yeah. And I guess the husband was nowhere to be found during this interview.
I didn't see him. But she said that Ellie had taken her dad's phone and her phone.
Okay, well that's good to know. So that means that they're actually doing something.
Yes. And she said, right now she understands they're ruling everybody out,
Mm-hmm.
Of course, those closest to her are going to be the first ones that they rule out.
Right. It's a sad situation.
It is.
Um, I still don't get why the dad is not, or the husband, whatever. And I can't believe, because when I had watched JLR the other day and he was talking about Nicole's case, um, he said that because he's in Florida, he was going to go, uh, probably show up whenever they were having the search on Sunday. He was probably going to go down there, probably help search. I'm sure that was his intention. But also, we know how JLR is. He's going to find someone to speak with.
Oh yeah.
And try to get some information about it. And I can almost guarantee that if the husband would have been at that search, JLR would have tried to have gotten an interview with him.
Now, in the part of the interview that we saw, it sounded like the father or the husband or whatever quit his job to spend more time with the kids.
Because I had heard somewhere, and this might have been on JLR's video that I was watching when he was talking about going up there on Sunday, that the dad he worked for some heating and air company or something like that, because JLR said that there was uh, a van that was out in front of the house and it had the company name, and he said that's like here in Florida, that's like a heating and air company or whatever. And he said that he had quit. I can't remember if it was like a few days before she went missing or a few days after she went missing. But it
I'm
was
not sure.
right around that time of her going missing is when he quit his job.
Right.
I just don't
That's clear.
understand, if he didn't have anything to do with it, why is he not on these interviews either by himself or with his daughter, begging people, if you know something, please come forward, please tell something, even if it's if you want to remain anonymous, that's fine. We need information. Like, why isn't he doing this? That
Yeah,
makes
I don't
absolutely no
know.
sense. If that was my husband and he was missing, I would be
Oh,
like, I would have done, I would be 10 steps ahead of the cops. I'd have been to everybody's house. I would be on interviews begging people to please help me.
absolutely.
And this guy's not doing that. He's leaving it up to the daughter.
Devil Dolls said it was after she went missing.
Okay, thank you. And the BF took the car. Why would he take the car to the hospital? That don't make sense. Why would he take the car to the hospital and then the daughter have to go pick it up? Why not bring it back to the daughter to the house?
Okay, I wasn't fully paying attention whenever we were doing that, watching that interview earlier, but the daughter did give a reason.
Of why it went to the hospital and
Yeah.
not back? Okay.
Honestly, when I heard her talk, and I mean, this, I could be wrong, but when I heard her talk, everything that sounds pretty sus to us right now, some of it didn't sound so sus. Some of it
Really?
sounded fairly logical. Yeah, that there was a reason, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. I'll have to for sure watch it though.
Yeah.
I'll have to go swipe Trolls earbuds and hook them to my phone and watch it.
You said he's asleep?
No, he's in the living room. He's trying to keep the cats out of here.
Oh.
The cats, y'all, I'm telling you, 3 kittens, like the 2 orange ones that Troll and my son had rescued that night. Remember when it was going to come a storm and they were like itty
Yep.
bitty?
Yep.
They're already up 7 months old.
You're
And that's the one that y'all can hear crying. Like he's very extra dramatic, like a drama king.
Well, he had to endure life outdoors for the time, you know?
Yeah, he was probably 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks whenever they found him. Now the other little one, Dollar, see, we got him. We've had him 2 months now, I think,
To know if
and
they're females.
they're all males.
Oh, okay.
I literally have 6 male cats. Um, but the little bitty one, Dollar, he gets in it. He's so bad. Oh my god, that cat is so bad. That's why I can't have a Christmas tree this year, because Dollar thinks that everything is a play toy,
Yeah.
and he thinks that he literally struts around the house like he's bigger than the grown cats, like Milo in them, and he thinks he rules the house and he can do whatever he wants. So I just told Troll I'm not doing a Christmas tree this year.
I don't blame you.
Put this pic in Discord. Okay, thank you, Elizabeth. Let me go to Discord real quick.
What devil doll seems like she.
Elizabeth, where did you put it at in Discord? Oh, wait, Nicole bought
Hold
one.
on. She put it in articles, videos.
Okay, let me go there. I scroll down. Oh,
Oh, now I got to go look.
God, he's tiny.
Tiny.
Well, hopefully, Elizabeth, he will make it and he'll be okay.
Aww. Are you giving him goat's milk?
Yeah, Tonka, this one here, yeah, he is just, he climbs on everything. I've about got him broke from climbing on the bar, though.
That's one thing I can't get mine to do. They don't get up there very often, but they do get up there.
Yeah,
once.
I can't stand that, a cat on a bar. It just bothers me. So I've got the bigger ones broke from it, but Dollar, he gets up on the recliner and then he knows he can get from the recliner to the bar. So he'll catch me if I'm not looking and then get up there.
My mom's cat, she used to have her chair right by the bar, and then above the bar was cabinets, and it was open on the top up there.
Mm-hmm.
Cat would get on the bar and then go up to the very top and then jump down on you when you weren't looking.
Yep, I've had to get onto mine for that too. What was it? Oh, Katie Ferguson. You know, she's the mama too that had moved from Wyoming down to Alabama in May. Got her boyfriend to come pick her up, and like the end of September, the 1st of October, they were on their way back to Wyoming, her, the ex-boyfriend, and the 2 babies. And somewhere between Arkansas and Texas, she goes missing and nobody's seen her. I looked her case up today too, just to see if there was anything new, and there's nothing new on it either. So I don't know if they're trying to, I mean, it seems like to me that she was reported missing by her mom, who lives in Alabama, but she was reported missing to the Cody, Wyoming police department because that's where she was going back to. And Doc, you're very welcome. And somewhere along that trip, she goes missing. I would think that the Cody Police Department would be in touch with the Arkansas State Police and the Texas State Patrol to, along with the phone records or pings or whatever that they need to do to find out a route that them two took, so they can find an area to go search for her.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have to look any farther than they already have to find out the culprit.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, this dude, there's all the bullet holes. They found the projectiles in the car. This front passenger seat's missing. There was blood in the car. Part of the panel was taken out and put in a trash bag. And then dude walks up with a gas can when the cops are there
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, it's my vehicle. It just ran out of gas. I'm about to put some gas in it." But yet your vehicle had trash bags around the windows. Your ass went and got some gas after you abandoned that SUV there, and you were fixing to come back and light it up. That's all there was to it. You were
Yeah, and
about
you
to
had
burn all the
pieces
evidence.
torn off of it.
Right. Had the bullet holes covered with tape to try to conceal it. When he gets pulled over in Arkansas, she's in the car, but in Texas, she's not. So somewhere between those two stops, something happened.
Yeah, I agree.
And then I also found out today, and I actually posted this on my Twitter about shit, hold on, I hate Twitter where you can't just click on the damn thing. Um in the Gabby Petito Brown laundry case, that and it was Nate Eaton that was posting that about Archie Ball earlier. Um so for those who follow the Gabby Petito case, we all thought that Brian Laundrie's parents knew that she was gone before she was ever reported missing.
Oh, yeah.
Well, come to find out that's true. So JB Buno with
Not
WFLA.
surprised.
If you follow the Gabby Petito case, you know who JB Buno is. You know who WFLA is from Florida. They're from Tampa. Uh, and it said JB had posted a thing 16 hours ago that said Gabby Petito update. So during depositions, Chris and Roberta Laundrie said in a frantic phone call on August the 29th of 2021 that their son had told them that Gabby was gone and that he needed an attorney per the Petito attorney, Pat Riley. Why are they not in jail?
I don't know. Does everybody have lawyers? Like, am I weird not to have a lawyer? I mean,
we have a family attorney,
we have one that we
but
use when we need for this or that, but like
these people just were forking out money for Steve Bertolino. They apparently, from what I have heard, they got him an attorney in Wyoming.
wow.
They both admitted that in a deposition that that he called them and told them that she was gone. Now I know that there is I guess a statute or a clause, whatever you want to call it, in the state of Florida, where if they had said something about if Brian would have been caught and would have been arrested for Gabby's murder, and his parents knew about it, that there was a stipulation to where they, I guess because they're close family members, or his mom and dad, I forgot how they had worded that because it's been so long. Betty Joe, have a good night. But because they were his parents or whatever, that they would not be forced to testify against him if they knew something. I don't get why they're not being charged, because he literally called them and told them that she was gone.
Wouldn't that make them accessories after the fact if they don't call and turn it in?
Yes. I'm pretty sure not notifying authorities of a death, uh, aiding and abetting when he comes back to their house.
I thought the only person you couldn't testify against would be your husband or wife.
I think it's that too, and I think that this, whatever this law is, I remember it getting brought up, and I think Brian Enton is the one that brought it to people's attention, because Brian Enton was like camped out in the neighbor's front yard next door to the laundries, and I want to say he's the one that brought it to the attention of the public that in the state of Florida they cannot be made to testify against him. But the fact of them knowing that she was gone before her mama even realized that she was missing and reported her missing, this is literally 2 weeks.
Yeah, they should be.
Okay, didn't I think Gabby's mom report her missing? Wasn't it like September the 10th or 11th? She was found, I think, the 19th. something
my God,
like that.
it's been too long.
So they knew as soon as it happened, they knew, and they held on to that. And when Gabby's dad shows up at their house, he sees the van there. That's how he knew that Brian was back and Gabby wasn't with him.
Well, that, and I mean, they helped hide him. I mean, they knew
Right.
exactly where he was.
Yep.
But if they're admitting, well, since they're admitting this now, I would think they should be able to be charged. They're not testifying against him. They're
Right.
like they have complete immunity.
I mean, yeah, he's no longer here. They should be charged.
Yeah,
I,
which is
I
why her parents are
are suing
suing
them.
him.
Right.
Yeah.
They literally. Do you know what type of person it takes, especially a mother like Roberta Laundrie, okay, to know that your child's girlfriend or boyfriend, that your child murdered them, and that he basically just dumped Gabby's body off in Wyoming. Basically just dumped her, left her there. Okay. Knowing that she's gone, he's coming back home. Gabby's parents at this point in time didn't even know that she would even be considered missing.
Well, and he was coming back home in her van.
Right. But they, like I said, Gabby's dad shows up at their house because they can't get in touch with Gabby. They haven't heard from her. He shows up at the house to find out if they've heard from either one of them, and there sits the van in the yard, in the driveway. Yeah. And so he knew something was up. Nicole, Gabby's mama, calls and reports her missing. He's already back down here. Back in Florida. He's done went back to Florida. Him and his mama and his daddy and his sister, they done went on their little camping trip.
Mm-hmm.
And that was discussed. So that his sister Cassie knows something, because this girl, her two kids love Gabby. So you mean to tell me that she didn't say, "Hey Brian, where's Gabby at? Why isn't Gabby with you? Her van's at home at mom and dad's, but why aren't you? Like, why isn't she with you?"
Right.
That was brought up.
It was.
And there sits Mama Roberta and Daddy Chris, knowing that girl is dead, and kept that from her parents.
I would think that I would be the type of person that I would want justice done. But on the other hand, speaking as a mother, it'd be really hard to turn your own flesh and blood in. But I don't know. I think my conscience would outweigh my heart.
Just the fact that they kept that from her.
Yeah.
From Gabby's mama. Like, it's bad enough that they kept it for the 2 weeks before Gabby's parents tried to get in touch with them. But then after that, they wouldn't tell them anything.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. I thought they should have been charged back then, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And just like whenever they went out to, was it the Myakkahatchee Reserve where the car was at, they knew exactly where he was going. That's why they just straight up pulled up there, found the car, left him a note, and then let them go and search, and then come back and walk straight to the area where his stuff was found. They knew exactly where this dude was at.
It is summer. It is 5 minutes fast. I just noticed that too when you said that. Yeah, I don't. I don't think I could have looked him in the face.
All I will say is this. Gabby's mama is a better woman than I am.
Yeah.
Because if I was to come face to face with someone like Roberta Laundrie, and if I was in Gabby's mama's position,
I would have ripped her apart.
Yeah. Me too. So I will say this. There is a special place reserved in hell for Chris and Roberta Laundrie.
Yep, I agree.
for what they did.
That's just, I don't think you can get much more cold-blooded.
Just don't understand that. Like they didn't, there was the letter that she wrote to him. I'm still wondering about the Stan thing. Uh, Brian sent a text message and said, "Get in touch with Stan," and it was sent to Nicole's phone from Gabby's phone, and it's almost like he accidentally picked Gabby's phone up and hit mom in the contact, thinking that he grabbed his phone and hit mom, going to his mother, and said, "I need you to get in touch with Stan."
Yeah.
And Stan, more than likely, was probably the attorney from up there. I don't know. It's just, y'all, that case will go on. I think we'll hear about that for several more years, especially with the lawsuits and shit that's going on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And the Petitos and Gabby's, what's her last name? Schmidt, Nicole Schmidt. They have every right in the world to sue the Laundries.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm glad that they didn't take when the Laundries offered them a settlement. I'm glad that they didn't take it. No, he is so.
It's Mama, love me.
He is being. But the thing is, he's sitting at the door doing this. He's literally doing it on purpose. He's
Yeah,
sitting there looking at me doing it.
Of course he is. Yeah, I would have been having somebody by the neck collar being, "Where is my daughter? There is her van. I want to know where she is right now." Because
Right.
they knew.
Yeah.
They had to know.
Right. And see, the good thing about it was Gabby's dad and stepmom lived in Florida. So he was just, it wasn't a problem for him to go over there to Roberta and them's house and find the van. Whereas Gabby's mom and stepdad were up in New York. So when all of this searching was going on, the dad stayed in Florida. Nicole stayed in New York. The stepdad flew out to Wyoming and did all the searching out there for Gabby. He's actually the one that found her.
Her mama was probably in no condition.
Probably no, she probably wasn't. Max says, "I think the Golden State Killer case was the ultimate true crime mystery."
It was a good one. I don't know if it was the ultimate, but it was a good one.
There's a lot of cases out there that is.
There's still some more that need to be solved.
Well, I hope the Gabby's family, after this is all said and done and over with, it's not going to bring Gabby back. I love the fact that they have the foundation and they're trying to help other people.
Yes.
I love that fact about it, but I hope that they, after this, everything is said and done, they own everything that the Laundries have.
Oh yeah, they should.
For what they did. I don't either, but you know what? There are people out there who have no morals, no respect, no sympathy. They don't care. They're only out for themselves, and that's it.
It kind of explains why their son was the way he was. If that's their attitude about things.
Yeah, I don't get that how a mother could do that. That's what I don't understand.
I don't either.
See, I think that was. There is another case that I've seen a few different channels has talked about. It's Carly. I want to say the last name is Guse or Goose. It's Guse.
I remember seeing that. I don't remember exactly what it's about, though.
I thought that this was like a new case. And I went to look it up to try to, get some information on it. And she went missing in 2018. But when she went missing, she was, "Hey, D. Smith, how are you?" She went missing in California where she lived at. But now the case is taken the investigation. Like a tip came in to Nevada, and they said that there was a tip that had came in that said that they saw somebody matching Carly's description at a party in Nevada, and somehow they found the car that they believe picked Carly up the morning that she went missing from her house in California.
And when did she go missing?
2018.
2018.
She lied and told her parents that she was going, I believe it was to a high school football game at her school. And she really ended up going to a party, and she smoked some weed. She was there with her boyfriend and some other friends. She smoked some weed, and she got super paranoid. And things like she was just scared of the boyfriend. She was scared of people there. The music was scaring her. So she calls her stepmom, and the stepmom comes and gets her, and is trying to console her throughout the night because she's still very paranoid and scared of different things, you know. And then all of a sudden she says, she looks at the stepmom's like, "You're gonna unalive me." And the stepmom kind of has to reason with her, like, "Why would I do that?" Well, the next morning the stepmom wakes up and finds her phone on the kitchen counter, and she's missing. Pepper, have a good night. And she was seen by two neighbors walking down the sidewalk towards a highway, holding a piece of paper, looking up at the sky like she was looking at something. And then a third person came in that they didn't name, as they didn't name that witness, but said that uh, they saw her in some bushes next to that highway. And then that's also where the dogs lost her scent. And they believe that they found the vehicle that picked her up.
Where was this again?
I didn't write it down, but it was in California, close
Was it
to. Huh?
Was this around Truckee?
No. This was like
Okay.
Southern California, down close to Nevada state line.
There was another girl up there by Truckee that kind of had similar circumstances.
Yeah, this one, I forgot what the name of the town was in California. Now this girl's name is Carly. I don't know if it's Guys or Goose. It's Guse. Is her last name
Goose?
Goose, or I think that's how you pronounce it.
I think that's how I would pronounce it. I may be wrong,
But they're saying now that since they got that tip that came in saying that a witness has seen her at a party, or a girl matching her description at a party in Nevada, they are now taking their investigation to Nevada.
Wow.
To see if they can
open up a whole new can of worms.
Right, because I mean, there's a possibility she could still be alive. So hopefully that case, like I said, I'd never heard of the case. I've seen a couple of different channels talking about it today when I was scrolling through YouTube, and I thought it was a brand new case. The stepmom has every characteristics of Letitia, giving false info and getting off on social media attention.
Oh.
Really, May.
Oh, no.
Now, I did read that Carly's bio mom said that she didn't think that Carly got out of that house alive, out of the dad and stepmom's house. But it was also said that, oh, thank you, Jen. That's right. Stan was Gabby's grandpa. I forgot all about that. But it was said that police came in and investigated the dad and the stepmom, checked their phones and everything. And they did not find any reason to think that either one of them would hurt Carly or that something happened in that house. But the bio mom did make that statement that she didn't think that Carly made it out of the house alive. So, yes, that is it, May. Thank you. Is that Chalfant, California? Is that how that's pronounced? And then the place in Nevada starts with a T, I believe. Let's see. Got you now. I was on the wrong case initially of the girl running away a lot. Oh, yes, Mamie. I know who you were talking about. She ran away and then they found her and then she ended up running away again and come to find out it had something to do with her
Right.
dad.
Because her dad would, well, he was taking pictures of her nude and
Yeah.
stuff too.
So, yeah, I remember that one. But yeah, this one, okay, so this Carly, though, her name is, hey, K Bird, how are you? Her name is spelled Karlie. And then her last name is Guse. And the E has a little apostrophe over the top of it.
The E does?
Yes.
You say?
That's what I was trying to think. I was trying to remember back to like 8th grade English
Yeah.
and
Well, I
what
actually
the
have
apostrophe is for.
yeah, I actually have an accent in my name, but it's French, not Latino. So this sounds kind of Latino to me.
Okay, so K-Bird said, I
Jose,
think,
because I was thinking the E might be A, Guse,
well,
or
K-Bird is
Goosey.
saying that they think that it's pronounced like goosey.
Goosey. Could
So
be.
that could be it.
Hey, K-Bird.
Okay, so the neighbor described what the stepmom was wearing that he thought was Carly. Yeah, because it did say, Maymay, that before they called 911, that the stepmom and the dad went all through the neighborhood looking for her. And then because they couldn't find her, they went back and called 911. But one of the neighbors was like a few houses down, and then the other neighbor that saw her was actually a school teacher and knew who she was. And both of them said the same thing. She was walking down the sidewalk with a piece of paper in her hand and was looking up at the sky like she had seen something.
What did she leave in? Did they say?
I never seen anything about the vehicle description. She walked through her neighborhood. I think the road was like Highway 6, I believe the article
Was
said.
she like in shorts and
Oh, did
t-shirt?
they
I'm
say?
trying to place which one this is in my head.
Hold on. Let me pull up and if I can
I
find that
mean
article.
I know the name sounds familiar, but I'm trying to, because there's several cases that I was kind of following that a little bit.
Okay. Let me see. All right,
Jean,
so this is the one that I had read earlier, where it's talking about the case. It leads them to Nevada. Okay, so it just says 5 years after teenager Carly Goosey disappeared from alongside U.S. Highway 6 in Eastern California. Authorities are searching for clues. And is that Tonopah? Is that how y'all pronounce this place in Nevada? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
oh good Lord, who knows? It's too many.
So Carly, who was then 16, went missing on October 13, 2018 in Chalfant Valley, California, about 30 miles south of the Nevada state line. In a recent episode of People magazine investigates, Jason Pelachowski, an investigator with the sheriff's office in Mono County, California, said that in March of 2021, his office received a call from a witness who claimed to have seen Carly at a party at Tonopah. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right, y'all. Okay, so Tonopah is a historic mining town and the county seat of the sparsely populated Nye County, and it's 100 miles away from Carly's home in Chalfant Valley. Pelachowski did not disclose the witness's name nor say when the sighting of Carly allegedly occurred. But he did say that authorities located a vehicle that may have been used to pick Carly up from alongside Highway 6 and transport her to Tonopah. So if she was picked up in 2018 in California and brought to this town in Nevada, so has she been in Nevada this whole time? All these years? Hey, Liza, how are you?
Hey, Liza.
Okay, so from a shortened form of the personal name August, German, also I don't want to butcher names. Habitational name from Goosen near. Okay, Laza, I will take your word for it.
Hmm.
Okay, so Mono County Sheriff Ingrid Braun confirmed this month that the Tonopah lead is one of the angles actively being investigated by her office and the FBI. On Friday, October the 12th of 2018, Carly called her stepmother, Melissa Goosey, then 34, and said that she had planned to attend a football game at her high school in Bishop, California. Instead, Carly went to a house party, smoked some marijuana with her boyfriend, Donald Arrowwood III, and another teenager, James Doolin. Arrowwood told the Las Vegas Review-Journal in 2018 that after Carly got high, she started to panic. She got scared of the music, he said. She got scared of me. Carly used her iPhone to call her stepmom. She was frantic, Melissa told the Review-Journal in 2018. She wanted me to pick her up. Back home in Chalfant Valley, the woman spent a long night comforting Carly as the troubled teen altered between lucidity and paranoia. Hoping to use the incident as a teaching moment, Melissa recorded 8 minutes of their conversation. I really messed up today, Carly said at one point. Her stepmom responds, "We all do things in life that we regret, drugs especially." After the woman urges Carly to get some sleep, the distraught girl says, "You're going to unalive me." Her stepmother tries to reason with her. "Why would I murder you? That's preposterous. I'm just thinking of all the demonic stuff," Carly sobs. "I can't help it." Melissa woke on Saturday, October 13, 2018, to find Carly missing. The teenager's cell phone was sitting on the counter in the kitchen. Melissa and her husband Zachary, then 42, frantically searched the neighborhood before calling 911. That afternoon, the Mono County Sheriff's Office launched a search operation that in the following days would grow to include multiple agencies and hundreds of volunteers. Meanwhile, 3 eyewitnesses told the Sheriff's Office that they had seen someone fitting Carly's description on the morning of October 13th. One of the witnesses, Richard Eddy, who lived near the Goosey home, told the Review-Journal in 2018 that around daybreak on October the 13th, he noticed a tall, slender female with long hair walking by, holding a piece of paper in her hand. She was looking up, looking around at the sky, he said. The second witness, Kenneth Dutton, a school teacher who lived a few doors further down, told the Review-Journal in 2019 that he was out in his driveway when Carly walked by, holding a piece of paper, headed in the direction of Highway 6. "I know her," he said, "and I saw her." The sheriff's office said a third eyewitness who has not been publicly identified spotted a girl fitting Carly's description standing in the sagebrush near Highway 6. This was the same area where tracking dogs lost Carly's scent. So that would have been the place that this vehicle that they're claiming that they have now found picked her up. So shortly after Carly's disappearance, Melissa began posting Facebook Live videos urging viewers to help with the search, but many people on social media remarked that her demeanor seemed suspicious. Now, I haven't seen any of the social media stuff that the stepmom did. So in 2019, Carly's mother, Lindsay Fairley of Arlington, appeared on the Dr. Phil show and questioned whether Carly made it out of the Goosey house alive. However, the sheriff's office did determine that cell phone data corroborated the accounts of Melissa and Zachary Goosey, Arrowwood, and Doolin. Arrowwood is the boyfriend, and then Doolin is the boyfriend's friend. A search of the Goosey home and forensic examination of Carly's phone and computer likewise did not yield any incriminating evidence. Gina Swanky, a public affairs officer for the FBI, said authorities are continuing to seek the public's help in solving the case. "This is every parent's worst nightmare," Swanky said, "and any credible lead is worth following if it will help locate Carly." And then the FBI also has their online tip website at tips.fbi.gov, or you can call 1-800-CALL-FBI. So hopefully this tip that has led them to Nevada will help them find her. Because she's been missing 5 years now.
Great.
Yeah, if she's found after 5 years, because usually you don't get that type of outcome in a missing person case, especially a teenage girl. So if they were able to find her and she's doing okay, that would be awesome news.
Well, and I would think her stepmother would be thrilled for people to quit accusing her, because I bet they've been a lot of them accusing her.
Oh yeah, and like I said, I didn't, because I didn't know about this case when it happened, so I don't know how she was acting on social media when she was doing these videos or anything like that.
Do we know anything about when Leilani's going to be going to trial at all?
I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anybody post anything
I
about that
haven't
trial.
either. It seems like a few months ago I had seen something that was. It keeps sticking in my head for this time of year.
May, I wish I could remember that. Her name was Carly something. Hold on. Give me a second. I think I can probably find it. Give me just 1 second. I can see that case that May's talking about.
Yeah, I know which one she's talking about. That one. That girl had every right to run.
Right.
Sarah Boone's next week.
Okay, so I thought that it was. I thought it was supposed to start December the 11th.
But that was before her lawyer.
But yeah, she has a new attorney now. And apparently hold on. Sometime in 2024, they're supposed to be having their pre-trial conferences or whatever. And so apparently the trial date has been moved back to 2024.
That girl has nobody to blame but herself.
Oh yeah, she's not getting out of that one.
Fort Chihuahua says January sometime.
Yeah, because I thought that it was, like I said, that was going to start on the 11th of this month, and then I was reading to make sure, and I seen where it had gotten moved back. Okay, hold on, y'all. I'm looking for this Carly girl. I cannot think of her last name. I hate when I know.
Anitra. What was it? Oh, dang it. Was it like Trevini or something like that?
No, that was Alexi Trevizio that you're thinking about.
Trevizio.
Okay, Carly Russell was the girl that made up the whole lie about seeing the baby.
The baby, yeah. I don't know. Some of these, we have some that so many of them are almost the same name.
I have to write them down to be able to keep up with them. Like the Nicole Baldwin and then the Katie Ferguson.
Yeah.
I have to keep the names around or I will.
Yeah, I've got to start writing them down. Or
it'll literally just slip my mind. Okay, now I cannot find that girl's name.
Yeah, it was right after Truckee D. She wasn't the only one. There were several up there. Carly, Carde.
Gardinas. Yes, that is it, K-Bird. Thank you.
You were so smart, K-Bird.
I could see the case and I could see the girl and I just could not.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, I could see her in my head, but usually when I'm up here, I'm practicing or painting or something.
Yeah, I actually need to. Well, they found her the second time, right? Carly Gardinas. Didn't they find her the second time?
I don't know if I heard whether they did or not.
Because I haven't.
No, they did the first time and then she ran away again.
Right. And then she ended up, because they found out the reason why she was
running.
But I don't remember if I heard anything about them finding her though.
I don't either. I can't remember. I can't remember hearing that they did find her.
I don't know. So I think I'm about to get out of here for the night, y'all. Yeah, D Smith, I did too. I was so wrapped up with Idaho 4 stuff. See, been wondering about her trial. She's the one that killed her daughter. Wait, Linda G, who are you talking about? The one that murdered her daughter. Do you know that case, Lady V?
I'm thinking nothing comes to mind. The one that murdered her. How old was the daughter?
That's when it's bad, when there's so many cases.
You
Talk,
can't.
have a good night. That it's hard for you to keep up with them.
Yeah, because there's just too many going on.
Oh, Leilani, when she
Oh,
murdered her little boy.
Leilani. Yes, that was her son.
Yeah, Quentin.
I don't
Yeah,
know. That should be coming up here
I would assume it would be
pretty
coming up here
soon.
soon.
It keeps popping in my mind. So usually when something like that happens, that means it was registered in my brain that it should be coming up. Yeah, there's so many. The names are the same too. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is like too many of them are the same, almost the same.
Yeah. Yeah, Linda, it was her little boy Quentin.
That one there, I want to follow that court case because she is just a piece of
She
work.
the fact that she stood there and outside of her house with the news people, her and her mama, and said, "Well, maybe somebody came in and took him because they wanted a baby."
If I find if it's found that I did do something, I'll turn myself in.
Yeah. Like I think she was banking on them not finding him at that landfill.
Yeah, I think she was too. No, what? There's one with a girl found in the garbage too. Leilani Simon was Quentin Simon's mom, and they found him in the landfill. Party
Okay, that is true.
shots with their mind giving number.
Yeah, they were out at the bar like it was nothing to it. Like she didn't
Yeah.
have a baby that was
Care in the
missing.
world. Yeah.
And I mean, people are going to take that into account when this goes to
Yeah,
trial.
they are. That whole thing was crazy though, with everything that happened, transpired around on that with YouTubers and such.
Meme, you are very welcome, and I'm glad that K-Bird was able to give us her name because it would have drove me crazy, dude. Trying to think of her last name. Girl was found in the garbage. I don't guess I know the case that Linda G is talking about.
A girl was found in the garbage. Was it a baby or because there was that one with the baby.
Okay, now there
That
was
was a boy, wasn't it?
Alexi Trevisio's. Was hers a little boy? Oh, wait a minute, Linda. Are you talking about the girl that was caught on camera when she pulled up in her car to the dumpster and got out and threw a bag in the dumpster and the baby was in it and some more people came along and found it? Is that who you're talking about?
I hadn't heard that one.
I can't remember her name, but it seems like I saw that her case is supposed to be coming up soon.
I would probably know it if I heard it.
Yeah, she's the one I think. Okay, I know who you're talking about then. Yeah, she like pulls up there and like she had just had the baby. And she pulls up in her car,
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I
and they
don't.
catch it on camera, and the people come up and they hear it crying, and they get the baby out and call 911.
Yes, I know. I can't remember the name, but I know which one you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't
that
remember
was
her
just a
name.
miracle.
Yeah, that those people came along and heard that baby crying.
Yeah, because most of the time people got their music in the car, can't hear anything.
And it seems like that girl that did that, I can't remember now what it was, but it seems like there was something that was brought up about her that she was wanting either something taken away or charges dropped or something. And I thought, why, after she did what she did, why is she asking for that? But I can't remember what it is.
Well, I know Leilani was asking for that.
Yeah, but it's this girl here was too, because I remember seeing her picture pop up with it, them talking about it. Uh,
I
her,
don't know that I ever knew her name. I know which one you're talking about, but I don't think I ever caught the name.
okay, Metamom Alexi that's Alexi Trevizio. She's the girl that was in the hospital, and she went to the bathroom and gave birth to the baby, and left it in the bathroom trash can.
And then called it a it or a thing.
Yes,
I don't
and then
even
got
know.
mad. Was she the one that got mad because the people didn't want her at their college? Like they
Yeah,
did a petition for her
yeah,
not to go to college
yeah. I
at their
believe so.
campus.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame them. I wouldn't have wanted her there either.
No, her mom's like a huge crazy person.
Yeah, I remember seeing the video, the body cam footage when they were in the emergency room, and the mom was acting like she didn't know anything about it.
Well, that and then at the house when they came to arrest her, she's like, "You can't arrest my daughter." They're like, "Ma'am, she's over 18 years old."
Right.
She acted like they're trying to drag her 16-year-old away or something.
And the fact that she was in a cheerleading outfit with her stomach big as
Mm-hmm.
it was, but she's going to claim that she didn't know she was pregnant.
Oh, not only that, but she'd never had sex.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. I'm fixing to get out of here for the night.
Oh yeah, my back is hurting. I need. If everybody could say a prayer for us. I got a couple things going on.
For sure.
2 weeks ago, we lost one of our cousin's husband, and then that was my husband's side of the family.
Mm-hmm.
And then early this morning, not this morning, but yesterday. What you guys know what I mean.
Right.
Anyway, we lost his uncle. His uncle had cancer, and he's only 4 or 5 years older than we are. And that one really, really, really got my husband. He's usually very strong, but that one is really bothering him.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then tomorrow our stepmother is my husband's stepmother. She's our mom. So when I say mom, that's who I'm talking about. She's having breast cancer surgery. So if everybody could say a prayer for us, I would appreciate it. Last 2 weeks have been really hard.
Oh, for sure.
So thank you, Summer. So yeah, if my mind's a little bit all over the place, that's why, because I'm just like,
Right. No, I understand it.
so anyway, I will let you go so you can say goodnight to your people. And
Okay.
good night, everybody. I love you. Good night, Scarlett. Have a good night.
You
Sleep
too.
safe.
You
Sleep safe,
do the
everyone.
same. Thanks for coming up.
All right. Bye-bye. Thank you for
Bye.
having me.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I love you all, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow night.